So for the last 10 weeks, we have been travelling through Europe. We've gone to France, Spain, Portugal and Belgium, and we have documented our whole journey, putting out weekly videos here on YouTube.
Yeah, so we've done over 4,000 miles in our camper van. And for those of you that are new here, I'm Luke, this is Amy. We've also got Taco, which is a ginger Maine Coon, and he's been with us on the whole journey where we've been documenting everything. We've now put it all into one video. So if you want to binge it, it makes it nice and easy. Well, it's a toilet all done and emptied, and I think what people say about France and it being accommodating is very true.
We have only been here one night though.
We have been here one night, but based on first appearances, it's really accommodating. This park up, it's got waste facilities, it's got water, it's got bins, it's got electric hookup, which is super cheap. I think it's like €4 for 4 hours, and you can stay here for 72 hours.
We did a quick Google of where we are and where to go, and we are heading to Reims.
We did look how to pronounce this, and I think we've still got it wrong.
Yeah.
Because was it Reims?
Reims.
It reads as if it's Reims, so that's what we're going with.
Yeah.
But that's definitely us being English.
So far, it has been a bit hard with the French language.
Yeah, we've got very limited vocabulary.
Yeah, we're going to need to learn on this trip.
I think so.
Yeah.
But we're going to head on. It's about an hour and a half from here, and hopefully we can get parked because it is quite a big city, isn't it?
Yeah, we found a little park up and park tonight, so hopefully that will be fine.
So we've made it to Reims, and it wasn't actually too bad, was it?
No.
I think it's worth bearing in mind that this is the first time we've actually brought our home with us to Europe, so it's a little bit daunting.
Yes, we're doing quite well.
Yeah, I've stayed
on the other side of the road.
I've stayed on the right-hand side.
I've not driven yet.
No, not yet.
But I might at some point.
Yeah, you have a go. We've got 10 weeks. There is space for up to 50 motorhomes. You don't have to pay a thing, do you?
Completely free in the middle of a main city.
Well, that's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got a little glimpse.
Yeah, let's get a little bit closer and have a proper look. They're actually abseiling down the building. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, that shows the scale of it. The fact that people are willing to abseil down it. It is a very cool building, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they're not actually abseiling, are they?
No.
They're doing a rescue mission. It's the fire brigade. I'm hoping it's just like a demonstration.
I think it is, because they're filming it.
So just to show how they rescue people, I guess, from tall buildings.
But it is a real person.
It is. There's someone like strapped into a
Stretcher.
That's it. And then they're going to abseil him down. I wouldn't want to be the volunteer. Well, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? It's a big old building. It was really nice inside, really ornate. The stained glass windows were really nice, weren't they?
Very cool. We did light a candle though.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like the thing to do.
Yeah, it did, and it contributes towards the cost of running the place as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And now, I think we've got to get a coffee, haven't we?
I don't want a coffee.
Well,
it's boiling. I want champagne.
Champagne. Reims is known to be the place for champagne. Amy very much got her way, and we're not having coffee, we are having champagne, which I guess is only fitting, so we should probably cheers it and give it a test. Right, you can go first.
That's really nice.
Is it good?
It's cold and fresh. It's very expensive for how much you get, but we're in the Champagne region. You can't not get champagne.
Yeah, that's really nice actually. Well, that was amazing.
It was so good.
We weren't planning on having a meal out at all, were we? But it's thanks to your dad. He gave us a little bit of money to basically have a meal out.
Yeah.
So we thought now is probably the time to do it. But we are now on the hunt for something very French. Mission accomplished. We got a French baguette.
Yeah.
So boring, sorry. I feel like we need to appreciate this parking again, because we didn't say earlier, but you can stay overnight as long as it's not the day of a football match, because there's a football stadium very close by. Now there is one tomorrow, but we can still stay if we want to. but we'd have to be off by 7 o'clock in the morning.
I don't want to do that.
We're not going to do that, so we're going to move on anyway. I mean, obviously you guys that have been over already will know just how accessible everything is, but to us this is like a whole new world, isn't it?
Yeah.
After 2.5 years of living in the UK in a van, where you're looked down on massively, you can just do what you need to do and be you. Anyway,
Home.
we are home, so
Let's go see Taco.
let's go see Taco. Where is he?
He is exactly where we left him.
Right, so we're on to our next stop, which is a little park up you found, isn't it?
Yeah, just on Park for Night.
Yeah, so it says that there's room for, I think there's like 8 dedicated pitches, but then it also says that there's room to roam in the meadow as well. So hopefully there'll be room. It's about what, 18 minutes from here. So hopefully it's a nice easy journey, avoiding tolls and everything as well. So yeah, we'll show you what it's like when we get there. It started getting a little bit dark when we first pulled in, and there were a few people about as well, but we will show you the park up in the morning, because these park ups are getting more and more ridiculous. This couldn't be closer to a campsite if it tried. It's insane, and of course it's completely free, so we'll show you properly in the morning. And for now I think it's time for Taco to go through his nightly routine. Good morning.
Well, it's not a good morning, really. The worst thing that could have happened has happened.
Our baguette's gone hard.
I'm so looking forward to that.
It's a terrible morning. But there is hope for our French baguette success, because apparently down in the village there's a little town hall, there's a vending machine where you can get French baguettes.
Well, we can't find this on Google Maps,
No.
but there's a review on Park for Night that says it.
I can see something brown. Come on. There's a baguette.
I hope it's not hard. It's probably been in there like a week.
It probably hasn't. How do you get it?
Right?
We need to find out what everything means. Echo your des. Okay. But this is not converting it very well. Oh no, where's it gone? What have we just paid for?
One lonely croissant.
Where's our baguette gone? Ah, there's a baguette there.
If this doesn't work, this is the only thing we have.
I know.
No.
Oh, it's going.
It's gone.
Open it, open it, open it. Quick.
It's quite hard.
Don't say that.
It's quite hard. It's quite hard. We're gonna have to.
It'll be fine.
We're gonna eat it.
It'll be fine. Okay, for the ultimate French baguette experience, of course you need a French baguette. Hopefully not too hard.
It is a bit hard.
Hopefully it's not too hard. Brie, French brie, proper French brie. We've got some French ham, we've got some salad and mayo, but the best part about this, you can get Coke vanilla. Full fat Coke vanilla from pretty much any shop in France. But the biggest question is, how hard is my baguette? It's not a good start, it's quite hard. I know it's soft on the inside.
Yeah.
It's alright, I think it's
let me
just
feel.
crunchy. Yeah, quite soft. You can see the squidge. I think we're going to be okay. Can we get a bread knife when we go shopping?
I think someone is watching you.
You do. Would you like some ham? No, 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 no.
He's definitely going to come over.
You can have another little bit. Oh God, no. Just want the ham. There you go. Oh,
Thanks.
this is our first French baguette. I think that looks pretty good.
It does look good. I hope it.
It's not
is
going to be
good.
stale, is it?
I don't know.
How do we get to it?
I've got very loads in my hair.
I think it's good.
It's a bit chewy,
A little bit chewy.
but it tastes nice.
I think we've done all right there. Well, I am nicely full up, because that baguette was actually a lot better than we thought it was going to be.
It was okay.
It was amazing, so good. But yeah, let's show you the park up. So obviously we're parked slightly to the side there, and last night we did have people in front of us and just behind us, but then turning around in the middle, you've got almost what resemble like a campsite pitch, isn't it, basically?
Yeah.
It's really cool. And then yeah, going a little bit further down, you've got all the bins there, and then round here you've got like a full service point, so you can literally do everything. The whole site is just free to be on, other than minimal charges for facilities. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
Like, our mind is completely blown.
In our local town, the public bins are padlocked. They padlock.
So there's like a little sliver, a letterbox that you can.
They padlock the bins so you can't put more than like a paper in it. And it's just, there's like 5 massive bins here.
Yeah, just everything.
Just insane.
Is so much better. But there is also a little lake here as well. So we're just going to have a little wander and find that. I put the drone up earlier and it looks really cool. Like, it's literally in the middle of woodland. So we're going to have a little look for that. And we'll show you that and see what it's like. But we are actually walking the wrong way, you know that? It's over that way. Oh no, it looks like it's all gated off. How do you get around there? Oh, I mean, we could just go this way. Oh, this place is amazing. It's literally like a 2-minute walk from the car park. Hopefully you don't slip and die. But this is a very cool little lake. Have a look at that. Bonjour, we have made it to Lac d'Orient.
It's huge.
It is huge. It's actually 23 square kilometres, which is ridiculous. It is basically an inland sea, isn't it? But there's loads of people fishing here.
The best part is the sandy beaches though.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued by those.
Yeah, we need to go and actually see if it's sand.
Let's go and have a look. Well, this is weird because it literally feels like we're on a beach, doesn't it?
Mm.
But there is a really cool forest over there, so should we head to that and see?
Yeah.
This is cooler than the inland sea itself. It's a proper forest, isn't it?
Yeah.
All the trees have got like seaweed coming off them. What is that? Found a head.
Crayfish head.
Crayfish head.
In the forest.
So you've got all this dense forest with all the trees and all the seaweed and everything, but then literally like 5 metres in front of us is full on beach and back to sand.
It feels like it should be like a tropical island.
Yeah.
Like the only part that's making it feel like France is not the tropical bit.
Yeah, the weather.
The weather.
Right, so we are heading on to Dijon. See, I told you that French is getting better. But we are going there with a reason.
We want to try snails.
I don't know if it's a want or feel like that we need to.
So we're just doing all the typical French things, aren't we? And probably...
Yeah.
God, that sounds right.
That is
right.
right.
Probably offending everyone because I don't actually think they eat them much here. Like the actual French. I don't think they eat frog's legs much either, but...
That is something else we need to try.
Yeah.
We did look in a supermarket, but we couldn't find any. So one thing that we have noticed whilst driving through France is just how quiet the roads are. Like, they're empty, aren't they?
They're empty all the time as well. There's not really a rush hour.
But this is rush hour.
Yeah. I mean, we have avoided like main cities.
Yeah, it's obviously going to be busier in certain places, but just the general, what we'd class as our A roads, are just empty, aren't they?
And there's just so much space everywhere.
It's so vast, and there's just no one for miles and miles. We made it to Dijon. Last night we stayed just outside the city because there wasn't a great deal of park-ups for staying overnight, was there?
No, we wanted something a bit more naturey anyway, so it was a nice little forest park-up.
Yeah, it was pretty good, really quiet as well, wasn't it?
We could get Taco out as well.
Yeah,
so
he loved it. But we have found a little park up in the town, ready for our mission to continue to find French cuisine. I'm not overly excited for this, are you?
I've always wanted to try snails and frog's legs.
Yep.
But now we're actually about to. I don't like the idea of it. And it's quite early in the morning as well. I don't really want snails for breakfast.
No, and I think the worst thing is the restaurant that we found actually says it's a steakhouse as well.
Oh.
And we're going there for snails.
Oh, I want a steak.
I'd rather a steak.
So we have got to the restaurant. Don't know if you can hear us because it is very busy.
So busy.
So busy and quite loud. Not what we're expecting, but made it. We have gone all out, haven't we?
I'm scared.
Have ordered snails and frog's eggs. We have ordered a pizza as well, just in case we don't like them.
And loads of Coke to wash it down.
Loads of Coke. And we've just got these.
That looks like some sort of torture device.
Yeah.
We're not keeping that. Okay, so frog's eggs. I didn't really expect them to turn up like this, but they're obviously very chopped up, aren't they?
We have checked the menu, it does say boneless, so we should have known, but...
They smell nice.
Oh.
They just don't look too appealing. They're really rubbery. It's like rubbery chicken. It tastes quite nice.
Yeah.
It's a bit like calamari, but not as stringy.
There's not much taste to it. It is just a bit of a weird texture.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Like it?
It's okay.
I mean, we've got quite a bit to get through.
It's actually quite nice.
Is it?
because it is covered in garlic.
Okay.
It's like a rubbery garlic.
Well, that's a massive one. I mean, it was fine until I then realised that I was actually eating a snail. I think we done okay.
All the snails are raw.
Yeah. And some,
And we tried to finish most of the frog.
but instead we just tucked it away to the side. So I don't know about you, but I feel like we went through it in that restaurant.
Yeah,
And I don't know if I actually enjoyed the experience or not.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Would you have frog's eggs again?
No,
Would you have snails again?
probably not, but they were better than the frog's legs.
To be honest, them frog's eggs got worse and worse. than
Yeah,
what
they
we
did.
had.
I really didn't like, because everyone said they taste like chicken, so I thought they'd be fine.
They
I
don't.
really didn't like them.
There's a weird flavour and a weird texture, so yeah, probably won't be having them again.
No.
Right, so we are done here in the city and we are moving on to an area that's probably a little bit more us, aren't we?
To the mountains.
Yes, very much looking forward to that. It's been very flat so far, which has been great for driving, but we do prefer mountains, don't we?
Yes, we can actually get some walks done, because
Yes, because
we haven't done many.
We're eating a lot and getting fatter. So yeah, it's back 2 hours to the national park, isn't it? And how do you say it? Are you going to try it?
No.
Oh God, Parc Natural Regional du Haut-Jarou is not how you say it, so I'm going to put text on screen. But yeah, 2 hours and we should get there still in the light, hopefully, so we can go for a quick explore of a waterfall.
Yes.
Well, we've made it to the mountains and I think we've came at the right time of year, haven't we?
Yeah, so all the trees are starting to turn, so they're all like yellow.
And there's like all the wispy cloud where we're higher up, and we have driven through a lot of rain, haven't we?
Yes.
A lot of rain, but hopefully it's going to clear up for us so we can go and find that waterfall. It's empty.
It's empty.
What? I mean, as park ups go, we've definitely had worse. That's not a bad view from the window. Do you want to get in?
Yeah, I'm cold.
There we go. Well, it is freezing, isn't it?
It's very cold.
The whole idea of this trip was to avoid the English winter because it's cold and wet. And today has been very cold
And wet.
and very wet. We found part of it and it is flowing, isn't it? I think it's fair to say it's flowing. You can probably hear it, but I think we can go a little bit further along so then we can see it from a different angle as well. I mean, what would you even say about it?
Loud.
It is loud. So there was a little sign just before we came round and it said when it's flowing like this, was it 35 bathtubs of water per second drops down it?
Over the edge, yeah.
Like, I mean, it's insane. We've made it back to the van and as it's getting dark, don't think we can do anything more now. We'll just chill out and we'll pick you guys up in the morning when we're going to explore the national park a little bit more. What a cool place. I feel like we finally made it. Well, good morning, and today we are doing our first proper hike, aren't we?
Yeah.
Amy was a bit concerned because the car park is meant to get quite busy, isn't it?
Yeah, I saw the Google reviews and they said, you know, get here really early because it gets packed. We slept in a bit,
Yeah, we didn't get here early.
so it's like midday. So I was like, oh God, I hope there's a space.
Well, we didn't really need to worry, did we? So today we are hiking up to an observation point, aren't we?
Yep.
Which doesn't sound like it'll be too taxing, but it does look very steep already.
It does, yeah. I'm quite nervous about it.
Yeah.
Not used to walking yet.
No. So I think it's about 4 kilometres round trip from this point, so we should be all right. Should we get going? The one thing Amy really doesn't like about hiking
It's everything.
is everything, but one main thing is when there's steps involved. Well, this is the first viewpoint, and it is pretty stunning, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so vast. Pretty impressive.
It's worth the climb.
I reckon so. And we also saw a snake as well, so very cool. But should we go on to the next viewpoint?
Yeah. So we're about halfway to the second viewpoint, and so far it's been a very nice wooded walk. It's quite slippery,
As you just saw.
so we're having to watch every step. But yeah, it's really nice.
It's so quiet as well. I think we've passed one family, haven't we?
Yeah.
In what, 45 minutes of walking or something. But there's mushrooms everywhere as well. I don't have a clue what they are. I don't know if they're safe or poisonous or quite what they are, but they look cool. They're very photogenic. So photogenic mushrooms? That sounds a bit weird, but they are. So I've taken way too much time taking clips of them.
Yeah.
Well, the viewpoint is pretty amazing. It looks really good in its kind of autumn colours as well. I do think, I know we said earlier, but I do think we've come at the right time of year for it.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
It looks really cool, and we can hear bells in the distance.
You wanted to find cowbells.
I think it's cows wearing bells. I mean, they're not probably choosing to wear them, but I think that's probably what it is. Well, we made it back from the walk, and to be honest, we didn't film any of it because we were tired, we were hungry, and it's literally the same way back as the way that we went, so we thought it wasn't worth filming. But we've actually moved on, and we're now very, very close to the border of Switzerland, aren't we?
We are, but we're not going to go this trip because we're going to save it for a whole separate trip. So we will go there.
It's so tempting,
I
though.
know, but we thought we had to show you where we are right now because this park up is pretty amazing.
It feels very Swiss.
It does. It's probably my favourite one yet. So let's show you.
So the van is behind us, but just look at the trees. They are insane. It's full autumn. It looks amazing. There is a little village just down the road. It's about a 5-minute walk, so we had a little wander down there earlier. It's really nice, isn't it? It's like a proper little ski village.
Yeah.
So very, very cool. And we have had Taco out already, haven't we?
Oh, he loves it here. It's so quiet, so empty.
Yeah.
It's a perfect place to get him out.
We're literally getting like one car go past us. Well, it is finally time.
We are heading to Annecy.
But before we move on to Annecy, we've got to show you this park up.
We finally have reached the French Alps and have mountain views.
Yeah, they're getting better and better, these park ups. They're a bit harder to find here, aren't they?
They are, but when you do find them,
Something special.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to Annecy. So if you don't know about Annecy, it's basically a massive lake and it's very, very popular, which we're hoping this time of year it will be a bit quieter.
Yeah, I still think it's going to be quite busy though.
Yeah, I think it probably will be. And parking is generally considered to be quite hard work, isn't it?
Mainly because it's October and all the campsites have closed as well.
Yeah.
So all the motorhomes that would normally be in a campsite are now in the car parks. So it's very hard to get a space.
Oh, that's tight.
And that's the lake.
I mean, I can see why it's so popular.
Motorhome.
The size of that. That is insane. So we've got 2 potential park ups that we're going to. One of which has had a height barrier until recently, isn't it? Which hopefully, if the review was right on Park per Night, then the height barrier is down because it's out of season. But like you were saying, knowing our luck, the height barrier is down because they're doing some work to it. We get in there and then get stuck. But the other one is a small one that's been recommended by Harry and Lauren, isn't it? And was it up to 10 cars?
10 spaces.
Or 10 spaces, but there is services there as well, so there's water and toilet waste and things like that, so either one would be a good option.
I'm not convinced. Yeah, the height barriers are open.
Right, okay. But is there space?
God, there's loads.
That arrow's facing the other way.
That one's facing the other way too.
Oh, I'm not going to crunch that car, am I?
Wait.
God, that's tight.
Careful, this one.
It's all very tight. Oh, that's frustrating, but I do think...
I think there will be a chance.
I think there will overnight,
Yeah.
because a lot of them cars will go. Well, we made it, didn't we?
Yeah, we found a parking space and it's not near the centre, but we're by the lake.
We are near the lake, so should we go and find it?
Yeah.
The place that we parked has actually got a 2-hour limit, but luckily that's only until the end of August, so we can explore the lake a little bit without having to worry about rushing back, which is quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're going to stay here till probably late tonight and we're going to try and get in that big car park again because we are actually quite far down the lake now.
Yeah.
And we would like to explore the old town section of Annecy, so
Yeah.
we're going to try and move back up there tonight.
Yeah, the old town looks really cool. It looks a bit like Venice.
Yeah, it's called the Little Venice of France.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that's our plan, but we have got amazing views in front of us at the moment. Got a little bench in the sun and views of Annecy. I mean, it doesn't get much better, does it? Well, what do you think?
It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
It is insane.
Yeah.
It's massive. There's mountains everywhere. And the water's really nice and clear, isn't it?
Yeah, and because it's actually quite a warm day today, even though it's October, we're going to try and go in the lake.
Not quite the dramatic run-in that we wanted, is it?
It's fucking freezing. I've gone beyond the knee now.
Beyond the knee.
Beyond the knee.
I can't bring myself to go fully under. I think this is the limit.
No, we're slowly edging.
We are
I
edging.
didn't think I was going to get more than a foot in from the beginning.
We're getting number and number. Why are we doing this?
It's fun.
I think considering it's October, it's not too bad,
It's
is
not
it?
too bad. It's quite nice. I mean, the
Yeah.
sun's out.
The sun's got warmth, definitely.
Yeah.
The water doesn't have warmth, clearly, but the surroundings are amazing, and to say that we've actually been in Annecy, I think is quite good going.
Yeah. It's quite nice.
Should we go and get dry?
Yeah.
This isn't terrible, is it?
It's very nice. It's so warm in October.
It is. I think it says it's about 22 degrees today.
It feels warmer than that though.
It does, yeah. The wind's got a bit of warmth to it as well. I'm quite hungry though. Don't know about you.
Yeah.
Should we go and get some food?
Yeah.
Right, round 2. We are going to attempt to get back in that car park, aren't we?
Yes.
Is there a space? Oh no, that's the middle bit again, isn't it?
I don't think you should go round because it was very tight.
Should we get in there? Not happening. Thinking this one, where that transporter is. The spaces are too narrow, so I think we can get in next to the sign. See?
Right.
It's tight, but we made it. Good morning. So last night was a quiet night's sleep, wasn't it?
Yeah, which was surprising because we are on a very busy main road. But
Yeah, it's
overnight was fine.
definitely got busier this morning, doesn't it? The car park is rammed with motorhomes, and I think that's because the height barrier is down. It's not normally.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they are doing a lot of work here, so I'm not sure if that's why it's down, so all the lorries can come in. So as long as we're out by the time they've done the work, I think we'd be okay. But today we're heading to the old town, aren't we?
Yes, so yeah, we haven't actually been to the Annecy town yet. We've just moved up here last night, so we're gonna walk around the old town because that's what we've been recommended.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like loads of canals.
I think so. Canal. Well, yeah, I guess so because it all runs into the lake. I think. So.
Yeah, so it's supposed to just be very nice. So we're gonna have a wander around, and we've got a mission. We want to buy some postcards because we kind of got told
we need to send postcards.
we need to send postcards.
My 91-year-old nan is sitting at home patiently waiting for a postcard to come through the door, and it's been 2 weeks, so we should probably get going with that. Behind us is a massive boat. Basically, it's a restaurant, isn't it?
Yeah.
You sit down and then it does like a tour of the lake for 2 hours. We thought about doing it, looked into it, but it's like €70 each.
Bit out of our budget this time around.
Especially as we're now unemployed.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is look at the boat and then go and get a cocktail somewhere else.
It looks cool.
It does look cool.
Yeah.
It would be good to do. Like if you're coming here on holiday, it would be really good to do. But let's go and be cheap and get a cocktail instead.
Yeah.
We have found postcards. Yay! Well, we got our cocktails, didn't we?
We did. Yeah. Well, I have no idea what you've got.
Yeah, yours is, go for yours first. It's more of a conventional cocktail.
It's just an Aperol Spritz.
Yeah, I mean, I like a espresso martini, but they didn't have any today, so I've ended up with an Irish coffee, which is whiskey, coffee and sugar, but I think that whole bottom bit there is the whiskey. So yeah, I'm not sure we're moving the van today, but how is yours?
Fine.
Is yours good?
That's nice.
Yeah? Cool. Wow. Oh, we got a croissant as well. Just 'cause keep it French and all that. Well, that cocktail went down way too easily.
It was very nice, yeah.
Could easily have had 2 or 3 more sitting there.
Yeah.
But we have got to move on to the supermarket. Fun stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, we realised that we didn't have any food whatsoever when we first came to Annecy, so it hasn't been ideal. But yeah, heading there now. But the old town's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it is like a little Venice with all the canals and the bridges, and yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, there's like food places everywhere, and
yeah,
little bars, and I mean,
I will say a lot of them are closed, but
because
it's October. But I think during summer you can imagine how busy.
It'd be this is the busiest place we've been to so far.
Yeah.
I think supermarket's just around the corner, so let's go and get some food.
Yeah.
What are they?
Mushrooms. It's like loads of different types of mushrooms. It's cool.
So every supermarket we go to, we keep seeing these steak in a bags, and we've never been brave enough to actually try it. But I think we should today. I mean, this should be our dinner. 2 fillets for €10. But it's got a Nutri-Score of A, so it must be good, right? Look at all the cheese.
What is that?
Food shop done. If that steak is disgusting, that is 100% on you.
Yeah, I want to try steak in a bag.
Steak in a bag.
Yeah.
Right, the big reveal. So on the packet, they look really good. Oh, they don't actually look too bad.
I don't think we've got a big enough pan.
Yeah, it will fit. Oh god, this one's folded over. The size of that.
That's not.
Does that matter? I know you like your garlic,
Yeah.
and I was going to make some garlic butter, but I'm not sure about the garlic to butter ratio.
Oh no, that looks good to me. I'll just
Is that
have
good?
I'll have the pile of garlic.
You want it all in?
Yeah.
That looks quite good. Ready?
It's a bit chewy.
This is terrible.
No, it's not. The flavour's nice.
I've literally got gristle.
It's just a bit chewy. Tastes nice though.
Yeah, it's okay. So up until this point, our trip had been going amazingly. We'd visited some incredible places. Everything had been really straightforward. That was until we decided to go for the steak in the bag. And whether it was the steak or whether it was the copious amount of garlic that we put into the garlic butter, it didn't agree with us. And we both had quite dodgy stomachs, Amy more so, and she's been in bed for the last 3 days. But not only that, on the same morning as that happening, my MacBook died. Which normally we'd think, oh, we're just going to get it fixed, no biggie. But I've just taken on a couple of new freelance clients, which actually start tomorrow. So we had no time to get it fixed, which resulted in having to buy a brand new MacBook, which isn't cheap and we didn't want to have to do. And to top that off, it's actually got a different keyboard. Who knew the French had their own keyboard? But it's not as an English keyboard would be, so that's great fun. We're having to end our trip a little bit short to Annecy because we've just needed some downtime to basically recover, get things in place, so then we can actually go full steam ahead again. We are moving on to some incredible places for next week, but there is one more thing, which is a terrible thing as well. Apparently all of France shuts down on a Sunday afternoon, so we are here without any food because we haven't planned ahead. So yeah, it's been a busy and challenging few days.
Today we're in one of the most unique cities we've been to so far in France.
Yeah, this place is incredible. We are visiting Sisteron. The park up that we found is actually really tucked out of the way, isn't it?
Yeah, so again we found it on Park for Night. There's like the main big parking that we drove past and it looked really busy.
Yeah, it did.
So this is completely out the way. It's by this little church as well. And it was empty.
Yeah, nice little place, isn't it? But, I mean, the city looks amazing. Looks really cool, so should we go and have a proper look round?
Yeah.
Oh, can we get down here? Well, the first thing we're going to do today is climb that, which you're not going to like it, but it's 500 metres worth of steps.
Yay, and it's hot today.
It is, it's really nice. It's called the Citadel, and it looks like there's a castle up there.
It does look very cool. And I think once you're up there, you'll get amazing views.
Yeah, because behind the camera is a very, very cool rock, which basically the city is built around, isn't it? Yes. So let's get up that. Easier said than done. And then we can actually show you the city properly. There's a red arrow. We don't know where we're going, but it's the start of steps. So I'm guessing it's this sort of way. Now I think it said online that it's like €6 or something to actually get in. So I'm guessing that's at the top that you pay, because there's no real indication of where to go at the moment. We've hit a slight problem. And this isn't like the other gate, we can't get past this one. So we've got to try and find another route. I'm guessing we...
It says it's open.
Do you think we can go around that way?
I hope so.
Are you sure this is the right way?
Yeah, there's a sign.
I think we're making progress. So something we've both been struggling with a little bit since doing this trip is walking. Because I don't know if we're just generally unfit, which is quite a high possibility, or it's the altitude, because we've been checking our phone, haven't we, and we found ourselves above 1,000 metres quite often. So that's what we're going to put it down to.
No.
Is it just fitness?
Yeah.
Okay, we need to work on that. I mean, the views over the city are worth it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Very cool little town. I don't know if it's a town or a city. We're in 7:30 each, and apparently it was bombed in 1944 and they've been restoring it ever since. So that is why there's an entrance fee, I guess. But yeah, got to follow the red arrows.
Yeah.
More steps. Don't know if we've said it yet. It's quite steep, isn't it?
I'm pretty tired.
We've barely got in here. I mean, the view is incredible though.
Yeah.
So from here, we're not even at obviously the highest point. You can just see all over the city and then just mountains everywhere. Yeah, it's pretty mad, isn't it? Pretty mad.
Yeah.
Just as we think we're getting there, Amy's worst nightmare comes true. Look at the state of them.
They're vertical.
Come on, have you come? Should we run it?
You can.
All the way to the top?
Yeah. If you don't press record.
Don't you dare. Okay, this is really cool now. Didn't expect this at the top. So without sounding really uncultured, there's loads of flags dotted along this little walkway. I don't have a clue what they are. I thought they were Spanish at first because that's red and yellow, isn't it? But they're definitely not Spanish flags. But if anyone knows what they are, please let us know in the comments. Do you want me to describe what it looks like? Quite nice actually. This is a bit narrow.
I do my hands on these.
That is a big bell.
Oh, I thought you pointed at you.
So the main unique point of the city is this massive rock that towers over the whole thing. It's got the tiny houses down below, and it's massive.
It's so big, in fact. We've seen people abseiling up and down it.
Well, only like
a
tiny bit of it.
A fifth of the way up, and they literally look like ants, don't they? They look tiny, so I don't know how big it actually is, but it's very impressive. Quite intimidating. And supposedly it's all limestone and it's just eroded over the years, which is what's given it all these little lines through it and all sorts. So yeah, I like it here, but I have heard there's a restaurant here. Do you fancy a Coke?
Yes, but I don't see a restaurant.
I don't know where it is, but we both need some fizz. So we might have made a slight error.
You made a slight error.
We made a slight error on the restaurant. I thought there was a restaurant here. Amy saw something on the map that looked very like a restaurant, but instead it's a retrenchment, which I don't think is going to serve nice cold drinks.
I really want a restaurant.
Right, we have to go into the town, I think. So this part's really cool. There's actually like an outdoor performance area. So I thought I'd do just a quick performance because there's actually quite a good turnout in the crowds. We escaped.
Yes.
No more steps, I don't think.
No.
No more steps.
No more.
So what about Operation Find Coke Vanille?
Yeah.
Ice cold vanille. Success. We've got
It's not vanille.
It's not vanille.
But it would do.
Ice cold Coke. So we should get back to the van, see how taco is, and put our feet up for a bit.
Yeah.
Well, it's still there. That's promising.
Yeah.
Home sweet home.
Hello.
Oh, hello, boy.
Hello.
You've had some nice sleeps, haven't you? I can tell. Right, so we've had our Coke.
And a few hours nap.
You've had a few hours nap, I've done a bit of work. But we are refreshed and we are heading back out, aren't we?
Yes, so we sent some pictures online of at night the rocks are like lit up. So we hope that's still a thing in the off season. So we thought we'd come out and see the sunset.
Yeah, and see the rock all lit up. But there is there's an ulterior motive that if we weren't doing this second reason, we probably wouldn't be coming out to look at the rocks, would we?
We want a drink.
We're going to try and find a cocktail. Well, the lights aren't on yet.
It's not quite dark enough yet though, so hopefully.
Fingers crossed. So we might as well waste some time and go and get a drink, haven't we?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, we found our cocktails, didn't we?
We did, it was very nice.
It was really good. But we've seen a quick glimpse of, oh, noisy. Quick glimpse of the rock, haven't we?
We have, and we think it's lit up.
Lit up isn't a word, it's lit up.
Yeah, I need to...
Let's go and find the rock. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Like, I think this might be one of the coolest places we've been to so far.
Yeah.
Like, for uniqueness. But even the other side looks really good, so just above us, that's where we were earlier. Anyway, should we get back to the van, chill out for the rest of the evening?
Yeah.
Catch you guys in the morning. Well, that's not a terrible view for this morning, is it?
No.
But unfortunately, our time in Sisteron is over.
Yeah, it's been really good here.
Really cool place.
But today we have a few errands around. We're going to go food shopping, which we're obviously going to get a baguette again.
Yeah, baguette day.
Yeah, and we are going to find a really nice place to have a baguette.
Yeah, we've got a decent place in mind, so shall we get back in the van and go? So our shopping trip was actually quite successful. So we got snow chains because we're actually spending a bit longer in France and you need them in the mountains. We got a new gas as well, gas refill, which was like 25 euros and normally it's what, 45 quid? Yeah. It's so different here. But most importantly, the third thing, we did get a baguette. think they use snails in baguettes. Could that be a filling?
Don't ruin it.
Oh, okay.
Not a bad place to eat baguette, but we did have to hike down to.
Yeah, we did. I've had baguettes in worse places though. How about that? Well, we've made it to the famous bridge at Verdon Gorge.
No, we haven't. Come to the wrong bridge because I didn't plan it, he planned it.
There was a slight navigational issue and we're actually 27 minutes away from
The famous bridge with the gorge.
We are the complete opposite side.
But it still looks nice. We're at the lake.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. Nice weather. So it could be worse.
It could be worse. We are just in the wrong place. So should we get round to where we're meant to be?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're off to the right side of the lake. I mean, the one benefit is it looks like it's going to be a nice scenic drive.
Yeah.
So that's something. Yeah, we did wonder why it was so quiet coming into this bit.
Yeah, it was empty, wasn't it, coming down here? And that's all explained now. And I must admit, when we came over that bridge, looking to the right where the gorge should be, didn't quite look how I imagined it to look. But I thought, oh well, things look different in pictures sometimes. Yeah, let's get to where we need to be. All right, 17 miles later. That's empty. Is this the right bridge?
Yes.
Yeah?
Maybe. Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, it's actually quite quiet still. So
There's the gorge.
Wow, okay, yeah, that's better than the other one. God, okay, I need to concentrate on driving. Let's pull in here. There's loads of room.
Yeah. There's a few other campers. The other one was empty.
It was
This
empty.
one.
This is fine.
Oh, there's paddle boats.
Do you think we can take them out?
Yes, there's someone on it.
Ooh. Let's get out and have a look around. Well, we made it to the right bridge at last.
Yes, finally.
Yeah, I mean, it is amazing. We'll show you in a second. We did look into the boats, didn't we?
Yeah, we really wanted to do the boats because you can go properly into the gorge on the boats, but we've decided not to because we've looked at the reviews and the last 2 or 3 weeks there's been quite a few reviews saying that people have had their cars broken into while on the boats. We obviously don't want to risk that, especially with Hamataka as well. So
yeah, exactly. It's not worth the risk.
No.
But we can still enjoy it from the bridge. It is amazing. Just if you were interested in doing it, is it €20 per hour?
yeah,
I think to rent the boats. But there we go. That is the right gorge, and it is amazing. Like, it's very cool. I don't know how tall it is, but it's very tall, isn't it? And the sun looks quite good reflecting off the rocks. There is a little beach, isn't there, that you can get down to. So
yeah.
obviously the gorge is one side, which is in front of us now, but then over the road, if we just nip across, try not to get run over, then you can see the rest of the lake, which is huge. So there you go, that gives some sort of scale of it. And the water is so blue.
It's so blue.
Like, it doesn't look real, it's that blue. I think it's even bluer than when we went to Lake Bled.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think this is bluer than Bled, which was ridiculous as well. But yeah, the beaches are literally just down there. So should we get walking?
Yeah.
Go and find the beaches and see what's happening down there. He's looking around it.
Is he? Or was he looking at the bins?
No, he's looking around. No, I don't feel safe, and I don't think it, like, for the sake of just being able to walk to the edge of the lake. So we're not going to visit the beach, are we?
No.
It's all turned a bit weird here, so we'll be getting out of here quite soon. But after talking about the potential robberies from the boats, we've had some weird activity around the van. So unfortunately we didn't really capture, well, any of it, did we?
No, we didn't.
But there was a guy that pulled in soon after we did, next to us on the left hand side, and he was quite tight.
Very next to us.
Yeah.
When there's a lot of space.
There is a lot of space, and there was a lot of space on the other side of us. Now he pulled in, and I said to you, didn't I? I said, oh, he's pulled in a bit tight. And then he walked in front of the van and used the bins that were the other side, where there were loads of spaces. I was like, oh, that's a bit weird. Didn't think too much else. And then we've been in the van, we've had a bit of lunch, haven't we? And then we went over to actually have a look over the bridge, and noticed that the same car was the other side of the van, and he was sat in it. So he'd got out, he'd gone to the bin, he'd taken a few photos, I think to look like a tourist, and for some reason his car ended up the other side of our car, which was really weird. Our van, sorry. So again, didn't think too much of it.
He did stare at us as we left the van.
He did stare at us, yeah, and maybe clocked that I had a bag on, like we were going for a walk. And then as we were walking towards the bridge, there was this woman sitting on a rock, which kind of smiled as we walked past. Didn't think too much of it. And then we were on the bridge and we looked back, didn't we? And he was kind of all round the van, and then he popped up just at the front of the van and clocked us looking at him. So we came back over and he just disappeared, didn't he? He wasn't back in his car, he'd disappeared. So there's a little route just in front of the van that you can kind of walk down and see a different angle. And then there he was when the taking pictures again, which it might be something and nothing, and we might have been spooked from the reviews that we'd seen on the boats, but then we thought we'd test it, didn't we? So we walked back over to the bridge, and pretty much at the same time the woman that was sat on the stone and him both got back in their vehicles and drove off in different directions. It just seemed very, very sus. So now we don't really want to leave the van, which is why it's literally sitting behind us, and I think we've just got to go, really.
I really wanted to catch him. I really did.
I wanted to catch him doing something so I could have
We got
had a go.
we got clips of his car, we got clips of him down the bottom looking like he was taking photos, but we didn't actually catch him just popping up by the van, did we? But it just felt dodge. So we're going to move on. We've got some really cool places that we're still going to go and look at in this video.
It's such a shame because we found that in France the most amazing places that you wouldn't expect anything to happen have ended up being quite a crime spot. And it's weird.
Good morning. So yesterday we found a little park up after everything that happened at Verdun, and luckily we had a nice quiet night. There was no issues there whatsoever, but it did give us time to look back at the footage a little bit, and we actually noticed that the car we thought the woman pulled away in followed us in. So that seems a little bit sus in itself. But then further on from that, when we were actually leaving, we went past the boat car park where all the reviews had been of the break-ins and things like that. And the guy's little Fiat Panda was sitting in that car park. So yeah, I'm glad we got out of there. Do you think we were a bit over the top with it, or do you think that we possibly did prevent something? Because everything just seemed to click into place the more we've looked into it. And to be fair, we've looked at Park for Night since, and that car park has got a few reviews from previous years as well saying about break-ins at this sort of time of year. So it's almost like they target out a season when it's a bit quieter. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this is a park up. Look how simple everything is. Why isn't there this sort of thing in England? It takes up no room whatsoever, got water, toilet waste around the other side. It's everything you need. Even if they charge a £5 per use, I'm sure people would use them in England and just have a much simpler life. But that is enough about this. We are moving on to Colorado now. Not the American one, just a little bit down the road. Well, we made it to Colorado, didn't we?
Yes.
And we've got Colorado weather.
Yeah, it's really nice. Boiling today.
It is boiling. But yes, €10 to park. That's for a motorhome spot, isn't it?
Yep.
And then you get a little map and there's a couple of different walks you can choose from. So we can do a slightly longer out of the two, which is what, about 4 kilometres?
I think so.
So let's start that, and then hopefully we can see what it's called. Is it Le Colorado?
Yes.
So I think we figured out why they call it Colorado, haven't we?
Yeah, it's just red rocks everywhere and sand, and it's all natural, I think, which is very cool.
Yeah, it's really weird. Apparently 125 million years ago this was actually below the sea.
Yeah.
And then I guess its movement of the earth has caused it to raise up, and well,
I think it caused the sea to disappear.
Okay, that makes sense too. Yeah. I mean, you've been to America. Does this feel
It does.
quite
I literally
American?
said, I think because of the heat as well, it does feel like America. I haven't been to Colorado, but I've been to Arizona and stuff, and it definitely feels like that. It's very cool.
I'd hate to think how hot this would feel in the height of summer.
Oh, it's boiling now.
It is. Should we carry on and see what else we can see? So on the way out, when we first started this walk, we walked past a few people that they looked absolutely battered, didn't they, from the walk?
Dripping with sweat.
Yeah, and we were like, well, it's only 3 or 4 kilometres, so it can't be that bad. It's actually quite strenuous, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like we can't even blame altitude this time. I don't think we're that high up.
We can blame the heat though.
We can blame the heat, yeah. But it's amazing. Like it's just really unusual, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think.
It really does feel like America.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't think I've ever really been anywhere like it. And obviously that's your closest thing to it, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the sort of thing that we're climbing up at the moment. It's just bits and pieces like this everywhere. Oh no.
Stuck.
Come on. Do you want to run it?
I will die.
What even is this place? Like every corner you turn, there's something weird and different.
A pile of rocks.
But like there's been no rocks on the walk other than this here. Should we add one to the little pile? Don't fall.
You're gonna make
Don't
that
fall.
fall.
No, oh no. That's alright. Right, so I think we're on the way back, aren't we?
Hopefully.
We've come across a couple of viewpoints which look out across, I guess it's like a bit of a canyon, isn't it?
I have no idea what
It
it
looks
is.
like it, or a gorge, or it's a big dip because we climbed up quite a way, didn't we?
Yeah.
But the second viewpoint, there was quite a questionable rock, wasn't there? And
Yeah.
there's no signs about it, what it's called or anything. So I think we'll just put it on screen now, and you guys can comment.
Name it yourself.
Yeah, name it yourself. Let us know what you want to call the strangely shaped rock in the comments. They're actually taking a bit of a detour, much to your dislike, because it said there's another viewpoint up this way called Desert Blanc. So we're hoping that it's going to be a big deserty mountain.
Yeah.
But we are used to disappointment, so let's see what we find. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Desert Blanc. Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? It's another strange shaped rock as well. Not quite as bad as the last one. Shall we head back to Taco? 4.6 kilos. Kilos?
Kilos? I think that is about what I've lost.
That's how tired we are.
Yeah.
We made it back. Oh, that was quite a good little walk actually. How far have we done in the end? 4.78 kilometres. So I think that's a good little walk.
It was harder than I thought.
Does it say the elevation? 96 metres.
No, it was not.
It felt a lot more than that.
No, it wasn't that.
So the last few days have been a little bit weird, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because we've just felt a little bit lost with what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to go to Avignon and we were going to explore some places dotted all the way around it, which we kind of did.
We went to Avignon and we started exploring it, and it was just busy.
It was so busy, wasn't it?
Busy isn't really our thing, and obviously it's a main town, city, so we expect it to be busy, but like this was
It was heaving. And it was just like rows and rows of traffic as well, trying to drive around it, and basically it became super, super stressful. But we did explore a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
We went to quite a famous bridge called the Pont d'Avignon.
You have to pay to go on it, so we thought, oh, you know, this...
It'll be worthwhile.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't. So it doesn't actually stretch across the river, does it? It goes 3/4 of the way.
And we thought we had there was like a little chapel on it or something, but like it was just not really there.
It was just a bridge, and not even a full bridge at that.
Yeah.
And again, it was heaving, so you could get like an audio guide and things like that, which came with.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of history to it, I think.
Yeah.
But for us, we're not massively into history. Like we're more like
Things that look nice.
the views of things. Obviously, it's cool to know a bit of history, but we're not like, we won't deep dive into history or anything.
Yeah, so it's probably wasted on us.
I mean, the view back to the city was nice.
It was, yeah. As we were walking back to the van, we did stop off, didn't we? And it was a nice view. The sun was setting, so all the buildings looked quite nice, didn't they? But it was just too busy for us, so we diverted out of there. But like I say, we wanted to see a few other points. There's a Colosseum, which is just north of Avignon. There's another like triple viaduct sort of thing, isn't there? And we were just looking at all these places, and then we were seeing reviews about robberies, and we were like, we're not going down that route again, are we? And just everywhere being busy. So we thought we'd just move on from there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Our initial plan was, when we were in the south of France, we were literally going to drop straight down into Spain and go down the east coast, weren't we?
Yes, in east coast and then southern coast of Spain.
Yeah.
But within the last few days, as many of you will probably know, the east coast has been severely flooded.
Yeah.
And they just have really bad weather at the moment. Valencia's been really badly hit.
It's terrible at the moment. Isn't
We
it?
were in Valencia this time last year, so we really wanted to go this time. But obviously we're going to have to avoid that completely now. There's also loads of weather warnings for the whole of Spain.
So we thought of a new plan.
Yes.
Which is to go straight across France, into the Pyrenees, and then into Spain, but then we stick to the west coast, the north coast, and then down the west.
No, there is no west coast.
There's
Portugal.
a little bit, there's a little sliver. The west coast into Portugal, and that is kind of what we're going to run with.
Yeah.
So
keeping an eye on the weather as we go.
Yeah.
That may change. Again, I'm quite happy we now didn't plan really anything. We planned a rough route.
Yeah.
Didn't really plan anything because plans can change so much. The weather has now changed our plan quite drastically. So
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's quite exciting what we've got to look forward to. Yeah. Pyrenees are going to be amazing, and we've got some really cool plans in terms of activities, I guess.
Yeah.
Which we're going to move on to tomorrow. And I don't even know how to describe it. Is it a train? Is it
I don't know
a
what
bike?
it is. I have no idea. I just found this thing on Google Maps and I just clicked it and it was like this weird abandoned train thing.
Yeah. So we're going to leave it here, get some sleep tonight, and we'll pick you guys up in the morning when we're at the random train roller coastery bike thing.
Yeah.
Night. Sometimes I do wonder what we sign up to. I think this is one of those times. I mean, what are we even doing?
It's fun though, I think.
I've got to get some momentum because we're going uphill. Oh God, it's going. Come on.
I don't think me pedalling does much. It's all you.
So I'm the one that's got to pedal the whole time because I've got the electric motor. So Amy can just sit there really, and if she feels like pedalling, then she can have a little go.
So we are the last ones to go. If we take a long time, everyone's going to be waiting for ages at the end because you have to turn it around and come back.
How are you finding the seat?
Uncomfortable.
It's chafing. Like, you might have to get the Sudochrome out. So we have come into a little bit of traffic. There's the next train cart. What is it?
I don't know.
I don't even know what to call them. But just up ahead. And you've got to keep a 50-metre distance, which is fine because it's actually quite strenuous.
Yeah?
Yeah, it is from this side.
I'm having a good time.
It's a 4 kilometre route. So you go 4 kilometres and then you've got to turn the train cart around and then it's 4 kilometres back. Oh, we're coming into a tunnel. Amy's chains came off.
So you are the sole one pedalling.
I thought it was hard work.
Do you want to swap for a bit?
Nah, that's all right.
Well, I want a bit of a go.
We can swap if you want. We're going to roll. Oh God. Go backwards. Yeah, that should definitely be around the cog there. It gets easier when you get to a certain speed.
That's it!
Oh, I quite like this. Oh, I'm tempted to sit in the back. I was only joking about sitting back there.
It's much nicer. Meters. This is the one I'm doing.
Ah, this is the dark tunnel. Oh, light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, it's drooped. Come on, we can get up this. Come on. So we're on our way back, and it's not been without its difficulties. We've had to swap so Amy takes the electric motor because the chain keeps slipping off this one, and I can use half of it before the chain comes off again. but going uphill the electric motor wasn't enough,
No.
so it kept slipping. But the man behind us has been really helpful, hasn't he? And he's got us going, but we just can't stop in the tunnel. Are you scared? You're coming into this quite quick.
I hope there's no one else in the way.
I'm not sure if it shows on the camera, but I'm absolutely battered with mud. It's all over my arms. Like, and Amy's fine. I don't get it.
It's on your face.
Is it? We made it. Even if there is grease on your face.
And mud all over you.
Yeah, mud all over me. Well, that was really good fun, actually.
It was really good. Yeah.
We've been saying we need to do more activities and things like that, so yeah, I'm glad we managed to do that.
Yeah.
But, like we said, it's someone's birthday, isn't it?
It is. It's a very special day.
It
so
is.
we're going to find somewhere really nice to park up and have some presents, I think.
Well, we've just got here, and yeah, it's a pretty perfect little park up. We've got it to ourselves at the moment, and it's a perfect place that we can get Taco out on the lead. But look at this for a view. That is not bad at all. But before we get Taco out, let's jump back inside the van because we've got presents to do. Well, in case you haven't guessed, it is the boy's first birthday.
First birthday.
He's a year old.
And he's gonna
go, isn't he?
go. He'll come back when he knows there's presents.
Yeah, right, maybe.
He's going in the litter tray. There he is.
Oh, has he got some treats?
You want one of these?
Oh, boy.
Oh, look. There you go.
Oh,
What's
God,
that?
that looks a good one.
You guys see? Oh, I think he likes
I
it.
think that's a hit, isn't it?
Okay. What's this?
God, is it more feathers?
Oh, it makes a noise. We
Another toy. God, it even says hop on it. Oh,
What's this?
God, it's a colourful fish. It's a colourful fish.
And then we have
Got more treats. Have you got treats in there?
some
Oh,
sticks. Oh, you want a stick? Maybe in a little bit.
Well,
We've
let's
got
give you just
some-
a little bit of it.
Some licky licks.
Give you just a little bit of the stick, see if you want this.
And we've got
What's this?
some fancy food.
Fancy food.
Fancy food. That's for later though.
God. Should we get him outside, give him a good old run out?
Yeah, a birthday run out.
Birthday run out. So last night's park up was a pretty good one, wasn't it?
It was very good. Yeah.
Nice and quiet. We are moving on, so we don't really have a plan. Taco's moving on now. We don't really have a plan where we're moving on to because of our change of plans and having to try and drop down into Portugal. So I think all we're going to do is map all the way across the south of France and see how far we get, really, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we'll find some cool things to do along the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, no set plan yet. See what happens.
Just got to get moving. So we'll let him have his little run out and then get the van packed up and go.
Yeah. So we have made it to the Pyrenees. It is only a quick stop because we are on our way to cross the border into Spain. But I mean, it's pretty amazing.
We couldn't not stop here, and there's one thing that I've always wanted to do, and that is to skate amongst mountains. I don't think there's a better place than this. There's also a little pump track that we've driven past,
Yeah.
and we keep seeing them, but we've never actually had time to stop. So should we go and do it, see what it's like?
Please don't break your legs.
I mean, this place is amazing. It's a shame we don't have a little bit longer here. It's so quiet as well. It's a bit like the Lake District, but just without any people anywhere. I mean, it's not too bad here, is it?
No.
I think this might be the favourite place that we've come, or my favourite place.
The favourite place.
The favourite place. Like,
Yeah.
it ticks everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, we do like our mountains. And I mean, the weather's pretty perfect.
It is. It's amazing. It's warm. We're about 1,000 metres up, but it's still really warm. But then we can see mountain peaks with snow on, I think there's peaks around here at like 3,000 metres, isn't there? So it's just got everything. I want to live here. So there's actually 3 different pump tracks here. We wanted to go on the child one, but annoyingly there's a child on it, isn't there?
It's very annoying.
Really annoying.
Is there a child?
So we're sitting in front of a much bigger one, which is still concrete, so still okay. But there's also like a muddy one, isn't there, for like BMXing and things like that. But I do think this could result in broken bones.
I'm not even going to attempt this one. You can.
Do you think I should?
Have a little go.
Do you think it'd be alright?
I don't know.
Okay, that's not too bad. So before I end up breaking something, we're going to move off this one and try and get onto the small one. But there's also a lake here which looks amazing as well. So we're going to go and have a look at that because it looks super clear. And again, it's obviously surrounded by mountains. They do paraglide in here as well. It's just such a cool place. There's even a little exercise park here as well. There's like monkey bars and pull-up bars and all sorts. Do you want to try it?
No.
Oh, I swear as a kid, this sort of thing used to be well easy.
Oh god, I'm slipping.
Is that your attempt?
What is slippery?
Go on.
My hands are slipping off.
Big jump.
No, I don't want to.
So we haven't even told you where we are yet. It's a little town called, is it Ludeville?
I have no idea.
I think it's Ludeville.
We'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, and it's basically about half an hour from the Spanish border. So it's like a little turning off the main road. And then, yeah, the border is actually through a mountain, isn't it? It's a tunnel. So it's like a under mountain border. But yeah, we thought we'd stop here because we saw some pictures and it looked amazing.
It's a bit like Annecy, but it's so quiet.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So little Annecy.
This path actually goes all the way around the lake. So I think we're going to come out later on when the sun's gone down a bit and actually go around it.
Yeah, it's a bit too hot now.
It's hot and
boiling.
Even trying to do some exercise, I'm massively worn out.
Yeah.
So it's not that we're unfit, it's the altitude.
Yeah.
So this is the little pump track and there is still someone there with their kid, but I don't think they're actually using it. So we've got to give it a little try.
You can give it a go. I think I'm going to pass.
Not even trying the little one.
No.
Nope. Well, I think I've got pump tracks out my system now.
Good.
It was good fun.
No broken bones.
And, yeah, and I didn't break anything. Sometimes I do feel a little bit like a one-man band. And I think there's reason behind that, because I'm now carrying Amy's on board. I've got her shoes in a backpack, and I'm also her cameraman to get some shots of her skating along.
What are you complaining about?
Nothing, I wasn't complaining at all. I was saying how beautiful you look in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at you go. And we're back at the van. Oh. Food. Well, it looks like it's cooled off a little bit, so should we go and have a skate around the lake?
Yeah.
Well, that is our time in Ludeville over, but it's also our time in France over.
Well, only for a few weeks, because we have to come all the way back up the other side of France to get back to the UK. We keep thinking that our trip in France is over, but it's not.
No, it's definitely not. It's just a break. But Spain has got a lot to live up to because France has actually been very good.
Yeah.
Well, we've finally made it to northern Spain, haven't we?
Yes, and we are walking on sand.
Oh yes. It's only taken us 5 days to get a beach park up, but we finally made it, haven't we?
Finally.
We'll explain later. I think this is the first time we've seen the sea, isn't it? Since we've been on this trip.
Yeah, it is.
And it does look a bit more like Cornwall at the moment because the weather's not quite Spanish.
No, it's not the best weather, but it's not freezing.
It's still warm enough, isn't it, for November?
Is it warm enough to get in the sea?
It's not that warm. No.
Should we dip a foot in?
I might dip a finger in.
Okay.
But it's nice and blue, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we've got the beach to ourselves. Like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Do we run? Let's run.
Are you running?
Go on.
Go on. You got to keep running into it.
No, you do. Oh god, it's getting deeper. They're probably in the sea now.
Oh, it's so clear. Oh no, oh god.
I told you.
Why is it coming in so
I
fast?
told you.
Why is that
You
happening?
Don't listen to me. It's not that cold. You're not filming your feet. We're having a little paddle.
Right, we're going to chance going in. Trousers are rolled up. We have got to run. We've got to go for it.
You can run.
It is super clear.
Stop wanting your feet in it.
It's warmer than Annecy.
No.
Once you get into
We
it.
got a lot further in Annecy. I don't want to get further in this really.
Oh, it's so soft as well.
I know, it feels nice. You can see why people come here in summer.
Oh yeah.
Ah, my trousers are getting wet. To back up.
Oh god. Okay, I think we're done. Oh, that was cool. We've been in the Spanish
Yeah.
Sea. But, as we said at the start, it took us 5 days, didn't it?
Yes. So we crossed 5 days ago in the Pyrenees. It was very nice there, but we thought we'd head straight to the coast so we can do the northern coast of Spain.
Yep.
And we got to San Sebastian and
Sorry, carry on.
it was rammed. Like there was a motorhome parking for 50 motorhomes.
Yep.
It was full and all the streets around it probably had another 50
And they're
plus.
proper narrow roads as well, aren't they?
Yeah, so that was a bit of a nightmare. We bailed on that, which is a shame.
Yeah, it would have
we've
been
heard
cool.
It's a really good place. We have moved along the coast.
Yeah, we're past Bilbao.
Yeah, just
Bilbao.
between Bilbao
Bilbao, that's it.
and Santander is
Yeah.
where we are. Found this little beach that's obviously not as popular as the rest because there's hardly anyone here.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we can't actually park here overnight, can we?
No.
It's a day only park up, but
We're going
we
to stay
had
here
to.
for the day.
Yeah, we had to come and see the sea, and
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to go in, but it was actually quite nice, quite warm. Back to the van, and then we'll find a park up for tonight, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it is getting dark quickly, and definitely says that we can't stay here, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it seems like you can park during the day, but not the night.
Yeah.
And there's no other campers here at all, so we don't really want to risk.
Yeah, if there was a few more, then we'd probably chance it. It's out of season, but there is like a motorhome or caravan park or something next to us, so I think that's probably why you can't park here. But a little bit further down, you have found a spot that we should be able to.
I think so. It's on Park for Night, so we're going to go and walk to it first to have a look.
Yeah, what do you? Quick recce. If not, we'll probably move on to the next beach.
Yeah.
That is where we currently are, and we're just going to wander over to that one. This is a parking, but there is a sign over there. No parking. Parking space number 3 is also no camping. So we're going to have to move on, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's about 20 minutes to the next place.
Yeah, but we still don't know if we can park there or not.
That might be no parking as well. But I think a lot of people do park there. So if there's people there, we'll probably stay. If there's no one there, we'll probably move on to another one.
Yeah.
Right, dinner tonight, when in Spain, it's got to be paella, isn't it?
You say that, but you've never had it before. You don't like seafood. But for some reason, you've agreed.
Well, I agreed to it because I was like, oh, there's bits of chicken and stuff in there, and there's like one prawn. I didn't realise that there's actually like octopus, squid.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I know, but I just saw 2 lumps of chicken and some rice, and I thought that'll be alright. So I don't know what to expect really, but it is Spanish, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we are parked on a beach near enough, which we'll show you in the morning because it looks very, very cool. But yeah, first things first, let's see how this goes. I think it might be done.
Yay.
I'm going to try a bit of the rice first.
Oh!
Oh, hello. Just to make sure it is done.
You need to try the seafood.
I will, but I don't want to try the seafood if it's not cooked yet. I think that's done. Right, what? Bit of squid, do you think? I can't do the octopus. I'll try a bit of squid.
It's such a baby.
It's actually alright, it doesn't taste too fishy.
That's what you say about every seafood ever. But then the next sentence you say, I don't like seafood.
I feel like I can't commit to liking seafood.
I don't mind it, it's alright.
Right,
But I don't like it.
I'll make you a deal. If this is okay, we'll go out for proper paella and I'll get a seafood paella dish.
Okay.
You'll pay him.
I'm not, I don't want.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, well, beach park up number 2.
Yeah.
I thought I dressed appropriately with
It's
shorts
really
on.
windy.
It's windy, it's cold, it's horrible, but I got overexcited yesterday with going in the sea.
It's not raining though.
It's not raining,
Yet.
and yeah, I mean, we can't park here overnight. We parked, what, 10 minutes away?
Yeah.
But we can park here for the day. But yeah, I did think it was going to be a bit warmer. That is the view.
You getting in?
I'm going to get in,
Yeah?
aren't you?
No, I'll film you.
That's not fair. Oh no, it's cold. It's quite cold. Oh. It's cold. Oh, it's even colder with the wind. Whilst the beach is really quiet, we're going to get the boy out.
He's never been on a sandy beach.
He hasn't. He's never had sand between his little toe beans. And we were going to go for a little walk, but he's literally watching us out the front window. So
We can't leave him.
oh, hello.
Be careful. Okay.
And no doggies.
I don't think so.
God.
Careful.
It's okay.
Sad. He's not completely sure.
We've brought him back in because everyone seems to have wolves here. I've never seen so many big dogs as what we've seen over here. Like here in France, everyone's got massive dogs, haven't they?
I think he's quite happy up here actually. Ready?
I think considering that was his first time on sand,
He loved it.
he did love it. So, but yeah, we've got to hit more beaches just to get him out and get him digging.
We've got a very sandy van now. It's an absolute mess.
It's covered, isn't it?
Yeah.
So one thing that we have decided on this trip is that we need to do more exercise, which is why we're walking to a tapas restaurant that Amy has found in the local town.
It might not be open though, so then it will just be a walk.
Yeah, but if it is open, then we're going to gorge.
Yeah.
So we're in a place called Larudo, and yeah, there's a few little park ups around here. A lot of no overnight stays,
Yeah.
but yeah,
It seems you can park during the day. It doesn't say you can, but
it just says no
it
camping.
says no camping, and we've assumed that camping means overnight parking.
Yeah, I mean, we did turn up to this car park last night, didn't we, to have a look?
Yeah.
And the big army truck style thing was there yesterday, so we kind of thought about it, but we thought we've then saw the same signs that we'd been seeing in the previous car parks, so we thought it wasn't worth it.
We just don't want to get fined, and we've heard that you either get fined or you get the police moving you on.
Yeah,
But it's normally really early, and I just don't want to.
Amy doesn't do mornings.
Don't want to be woken up. So I'd rather park where we're supposed to park.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go and get some food.
We're open from Thursday to Sunday.
Oh,
Sorry for the inconvenience.
it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Oh. Back to the van.
Oh, that's annoying.
It's a nice walk though. Forcing us to do exercise. So found a restaurant and we've ordered way too much.
Yeah.
But the starters have just arrived. It's like a full meal in itself. Are these garlicky?
Don't know. I'm not sure you'll like them.
Are they quite fishy?
I like them.
Tastes like I'm chewing on meaty seaweed. And the final dish. We definitely over-ordered. I'm so full up.
Can't be.
Last little look at the beach before we go. But we've got to move, haven't we? 'Cause
yes.
It'll get dark soon. So we're going to a town called Camillus, I think it is. And it looks a cool little town, but we're just going to get there and park up tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully, and then go exploring in the morning.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah, well, we both had a little nap because we ate way too much food, which I'm being told off for because I ordered chips and a French omelette. But
Which came with chips.
The omelette came with chips, but we didn't know that, so that's why we had double chips. But yeah, there was a lot of food, and we're done. So it's about an hour's drive, so we head over there and then pick you guys up in the morning when we're going to explore the town. Oh, good morning. We've made it to the town of Camillus, and there's a few bits we wanted to check here, isn't there?
Yeah.
But literally, as soon as we left the van, we come across, I don't know what it is. It's just a massive...
I thought you did.
No, it's just a massive ornate building.
Okay.
It turns out it's actually quite a hike up to it. But it's very impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole town looks really cool. It gives you quite a good viewpoint from up here. The park up yesterday wasn't all that, was it? It's just road parking.
Yeah, that's the first time we've done road parking.
In like 6 weeks. It's gone from every day of our lives to once every 6 weeks. It's quite a long way up, but it's a very cool building.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to see over this one. Ah, it's so close. I can see out to the coast. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Found out it's actually a university, isn't it?
Yes, of Hispanic Studies. So it's just a very cultural building, I guess, with a lot of history.
We're taking a different path down, and I feel like we should have probably gone back the way we came, because this is very wet, very slippery, and we're probably going to fall over at some point. Our next place on the Camillus walking tour is a little cave, oh god, that I found on Google Maps. So we've walked up a massive hill. Let's go and have a look at this cave. I don't think there's anything really in it. Oh, I hope not. I hope it's just a cave.
It's just a cave.
It's quite cool though.
Yeah.
You gonna go in?
I don't know.
You don't know.
There's cobwebs. I think I'll stand here.
So the next stop is going to be really cool because it is a house which has been designed by Antonio Gaudi, who was like a famous architect in the 1800s, and he basically made this house in, I think it was between 1883 and 1885, but the person that he made it for actually died a year before it was completed. So yeah, that guy never actually got to see it, but you can pay to go into it as well, so you can have a proper look around. So I don't know where it is from here, but it looks really cool. We made it, we're in. That's €7 each.
Yes.
Which I don't think is too bad. And we get a little English brochure to tell us all about it. Supposedly they say that Gaudi is the architect of nature, and that's why there's sunflowers around, and was it blackbirds and bits and pieces, like all sorts around. But all of the houses have actually, all of the rooms have actually been built with the sun in mind, so depending where the sun is at certain points of the day, that's why he's planned certain rooms in certain places, which is a bit weird, isn't it?
It is, but it also makes sense.
It does, yeah. So you can either be in the sun or get out of the sun, depending on what you want. We are in the master bedroom now, and it says in the brochure, doesn't it, that this is classed as a small house. And it's been designed for one person, Maximo Diaz de Juanjano. I think my Spanish is better than my French, isn't it? And this is the dining room, apparently. This is not a small house, is it?
Why has he got things sticking out his beard? Or is that his moustache?
It's because he's ahead of his time. Well, that was a really cool little place to explore.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that. I think it's quite good value for €7 each.
Yeah.
So shall we head back to the van and try and get parked at the beach? Because we haven't seen this beach yet, have we?
No.
You sound overjoyed with that idea. Well, we've got our beach park up. It's not quite actually on the beach, is it?
No, but it's still a nice view.
It is, and to be fair, the beach does look very nice. Nice and blue, nice and sandy. So shall we head down to the beach
Yes.
and go and have a look at it?
Via a laundrette,
Yeah.
because we've been slapped with that, and now we've got a lot.
Got loads of washing. So get that on and then we can go and enjoy the beach.
What are you doing? Oh, she's getting her feet in.
Does that mean I've got to get mine in?
Yeah.
33 minutes on the washing. So I think that means that we've got time for a coffee in the restaurant. And then maybe I'll get my feet in the sea. Well, we've had a quick pit stop, and unfortunately the camera stopped working when I ran in and done a full swim.
You liar.
I swam to Morocco and back. No, it's too cold to go in today.
Yeah.
It is quite nippy, but it's meant to warm up next week, isn't it? So we should be having sun again. It's still not English weather, is it? It's still
It's
not too
not,
bad.
no.
We're going to move on to a paid air, aren't we?
We are, because we've heard their showers.
Oh, proper shower.
We haven't had a proper shower in 5 weeks.
That sounds disgusting. We have washed.
We have washed. Just not like a really nice hot one.
Yeah, so
Without limited water.
yeah, it's 12 euros for the air, and then it's €2 each for a shower. So hopefully that's what's going to happen now.
So our plans have changed once again. We are no longer in Spain. We're not in the mountains. We're in Portugal.
We are, but that is with very good reason, because we are taking on a new challenge today, aren't we? We are going to be driving the best driving road in the world. Now, we did want to start this video by the sign that says the N222 is piled in stickers, and we did go there, didn't we?
We did. It's just like on the corner of a road, so we just pulled up to it. We're going to get a few clips, do the intro, and then a load of bikers turned up, about 10.
Yeah.
And just stood there waiting to get the picture of the sign, and we just got scared.
We felt intimidated by bikers, so we just moved on.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we start the road properly?
Yeah. So we are on the N222.
Hey, looks good. Got good weather for it.
Luke planned this, and I haven't really done any research. It's probably going to be fine, but just from translating that sign, it said it is one of the best driving roads in the world.
Yep.
But I think it is aimed at motorbikes, because it's curvy and wiggly and steep, and I'm not too sure how it's going to go in the van.
We've got to have a bit of a challenge, haven't we? It's 120 kilometres, and it stretches pretty much the whole way across Portugal from
East to west.
east to west. Well, it's meant to be west to east, but we're doing it backwards.
Yeah, we're doing it backwards as well.
Just sums us up.
Yeah.
But it goes from a town called Almendra, which is pretty much on the Spanish border, all the way across to Porto. Our plan is to go across to Porto, and then we start heading up. For this mini series, we are doing the full route if we make it. The first point we're going to stop at is a viewpoint, which basically looks over all the valleys and everything that we're kind of driving along. But we do need to clean our windows as well, don't we?
We do. There's so many splattered bugs on our windscreen.
We've done 2,500 miles on this trip so far, and we haven't actually washed the van.
No.
So it is pretty minging. quick pit stop for lunch before we show you where we have pulled up to. You've gone for a nice healthy lunch.
I'm on a bit of a diet. When I say a bit of a diet, I'm just trying to not eat as much bread because we had so much in France and put on a bit of weight. So I've gone for a nice mix of healthy stuff. Let's look at your lunch.
I like bread, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to get myself a nice little roll.
And just have a whole bread.
No, I thought I was going to have a bit of ham, bit of brie in a nice roll. It turns out this is not a nice roll. It weighs a ton and it's yellow inside and quite sweet. I don't really know what I've got. I don't know if it's a Portuguese thing or what it is, so I thought I'd just have a bit of butter on it and just deal with it basically.
You're not joining me in the diet then?
I am not, because I like bread too much. I would say that we are replenished, but that was very dull.
I am.
You might be.
I liked my lunch.
Yeah.
See, that's what you get for being healthy.
Maybe I need to next time. But yeah, we're going to go on a little walk, I think, just try and explore around here. We're in a place called Koa, and literally like a 3-minute walk that way there's a viewpoint. But even from here it looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mountains all around us.
And they're all like farmed, aren't they? So
yeah,
it looks like they're kind of levelled out so people can use the mountains as farmland.
yeah, it's literally like cut into the mountain as steps, so then you've still got kind of flat areas to grow on. It's so quiet, like literally just silent.
Be quiet.
There's a bee. Let's go for a wander. So there are olive trees all throughout this field, and they've all got olives actually on them. I think they might be a bit past their best, but we pay like what, £4 for a little pot of olives in Tesco, and they're literally just on tap here. Oh, that's cool. Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
God.
And the weather is very nice. It's back to being warm and not windy at all.
No, it's not. It's completely
It's
still.
like 20 degrees today.
We made it to the viewpoint. It wasn't too taxing, was it?
It's like a 2-minute walk from the van.
So you've got a river that runs all the way along here, and then I'm guessing that's just another part of it as well.
Yeah.
It's literally all the way around.
There is a hike we can do. I
There
think
is.
it's like 800-900 stairs. Should we do it?
Are you actually asking, or are you trying to call my bluff?
Yeah, they're quite steep actually. There's gaps.
Yeah, just don't fall down them.
I get a bit wobbly when we're high up, don't I?
You do, yeah. Is it really 800 or 900?
I think that's what our review said, yeah.
Something we've noticed already in Portugal is everything's really steep.
Yeah,
Like-
the roads, the paths.
Yeah, I feel like in France, all the mountains were still really high, but they were, all the hills and things, like it was all spread over a longer distance. Whereas Portugal was just like, just get up and get back down.
Yeah.
It's a bit different, isn't it? So we got parked up for the evening, haven't we?
Yeah.
Good
Found
little,
this-
good little find by you, isn't it?
Yeah, I was on Park for Night. It's apparently €5. Your man comes around every morning and evening. All the reviews say that he's a farmer and he sells his own olive oil and port wine.
Hmm.
So that might be quite nice. I kind of hope he comes around tonight.
Be rude not to try it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a cool little area. So literally got loads of them. There's only another 2 motorhomes here, and us. And I think it looks like you got electric as well. I have no idea. €5, somewhere to park, and everyone's happy. We've got some special insect remover, so hopefully that'll do the
It's
job.
better work. It's so expensive.
Yeah, it was a lot, wasn't it? Do we have to leave it on for a bit, or do we just...
No, just get scrubbing.
I think we leave it on, they don't really come off that well.
That motorhome over there has a cat outside. Okay, you're gonna make a friend.
We thought as it's quiet, we get the boy out for a little wander. Nice and peaceful here. So before we get into this little story, is a kilo of sausages too many sausages? because we made a little bit of an error. I made a little bit of an error at the Intermarché. So it said £5.99 for a kilo of sausages.
What did I say? I said,
Should we get 6?
should we get 6? Should we get 8?
I asked for a kilo. I thought that would be about 6 or 8.
We cleared them out.
We did buy a shop's worth of sausages. So basically our meals for the next... There is quite a few, isn't there? Our meals for the next few days is going to be quite sausage based. I thought I would do a bit of a creamy boursin sauce. So it's a bit garlicky, a bit cheesy, and some mushrooms. We've got an onion, and we've also got quite a big leek that we had to cut all the stems off because it didn't fit in the fridge. But I thought I'd make a bit of a concoction, and then tomorrow we can have maybe a sausage salad, and then we've got some potatoes so we can have sausage and mash.
Brilliant.
And that is Amy's sausage quota for the month.
Wow, I'm not even a massive fan of sausage.
I don't think we'll have a problem getting rid of the sausages somehow. 13 sausages left.
So there was
Well,
21.
21 sausages.
21 when I wanted you to buy 6.
That's a lot in a kilo.
Yeah, I know, because a kilo's a lot.
I think that is a good little concoction. And you?
Sausage meal number 1. Scared.
Why are you scared?
Because you're watching me like I
You have to enjoy
have
it.
to enjoy it. It's quite nice.
Is it good? Yeah?
Yeah, it's quite good.
Good morning. So we are going to carry on with our N222 route today, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've got a couple of bits planned out to stop along the way. It's not quite as nice weather today, but it's still dry, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess that's part of doing it in November. But the boys having a little run out before we move on, because there's literally no one here. There's one other motorhome, but they've gone out. So
It was such a good park up.
so good for €5 as well, and there is actually showers and toilets as well. And obviously full facilities to top the van back up, water, get rid of waste, things like that. So yeah, it's a really cool little place. But I think the first stop is a castle ruins, which we don't know if we can get to. I quite like planning things because you're quite meticulous, whereas I'm just like, yeah, we'll try it.
I know, but
see
that
what
makes
happens.
me nervous. You give me anxiety, you do.
I know. I'm driving our house around, so yeah, let's see. If we get there, great. If not, then we'll roll back down. I think a dog has weed on our tyre.
So many farming fields.
Yeah, they're everywhere, aren't they? Is this all port, or like port grapes?
Maybe. I don't know if we've mentioned it. Have we
I don't think
mentioned
we have.
that this region is famous for port wine and olive oil, but obviously we want to try some port wine, I think.
Yeah, so you had the revelation, didn't you, that all of the olive trees
Yeah.
are here for olive oil,
For olive oil.
which makes perfect sense.
And not just to pick them and eat them.
Yeah,
Probably a different type of olive.
yeah,
But-
I don't know. But we are getting up to the little town, aren't we?
We are. It's
And,
quite a steep, small road.
Yeah, it's still 2 lanes though. Well, we managed to get parked up, and you can actually drive right to where the castle is, but it's all really narrow cobbled streets. So
Yeah.
I thought if we made it here in one piece, it's probably not worth chancing it, because it's only about a 10-minute walk, isn't it?
15
Is it 15?
minute walk. And probably very uphill because it looks quite high up.
It is high up, and I'm concerned that we're going downhill at the moment.
Yeah. And it looks like it might rain.
Yeah,
Other than that,
it's a cool little place though. Like, there's no
Yeah.
one here.
no one.
Literally no one.
And it's very local. Like, we're probably the only English people to ever come here.
And here I am, looking like an idiot with a camera.
Yeah.
So we're going to stop this till we get to the top. So it's actually quite steep getting up here, but I don't think you can complain because there's no
Why?
steps.
I can still complain.
No steps at all, so
I'm dying.
it is a little bit longer than 15 minutes because I'm out to a church rather than the castle. So there's some excuse for our fatigue, but it's nice. It's really nice, really chilled here. Like, everything seems really calm in Portugal since we've been here.
Well, probably a lack of people.
There's not many people, but it's like a slower way of life, isn't it? We were saying on the way here, where it's just just people old school farming, and that's kind of it. Obviously there is their main cities, which when we get to the end of this route we will see Porto, but on the whole it's just really chill.
Yeah, I like it.
We're at the castle. It is massive, it's really big. Should we explore?
Yeah, it's completely abandoned.
It is. I think we're probably the only ones here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up this way? Oh, I think it's closed with good reason, because the other side is a cemetery. So I'm kind of glad I didn't get through there. Got to make a wish.
We have no money.
All right, wish for money then.
You're supposed to put money in it, Josh.
Oh, okay. So I've just had a quick look trying to find out a bit of history about it, and I can't find exact dates of when it was built or anything like that. But I have seen dates saying that people were living here in 960, so like over 1,000 years ago. And it wasn't actually just a castle, it's actually a medieval town. So I'm guessing all these little bits that kind of dotted about were all little houses, and everyone lived here as like a big community. Oh, I think we can climb up the wall there.
Oh God, be careful.
Oh, it's actually, oh wow.
What?
Okay, you need to come up here.
I'm a bit scared. God, this is narrow. I think I might stick to the crawling on the ground.
That is crazy. Where do you ever get something like this that you can just do what you want to do and just explore it without anyone saying, can't go there?
We shouldn't be up here.
Oh, are you the one saying you can't go there?
Yeah, I'm a bit scared. Not scared, I'm a bit wobbly.
Well, keep low, you'll be alright.
Can I just lay down?
The big moment that
If I make it down alive.
Amy makes it down the steps. You're okay.
Okay, I survived.
Well done. Yeah, I mean, it's not ideal, I'm not going to lie.
See? Like, that is high. Like, look at my height compared to...
That's not the best judge, is it? Yeah, it's about
We were up there.
5 Amy's worth of height. That is the castle done, and I think that was a good little stop off.
It was really cool, yeah. And I like that we have it all to ourselves.
I was literally going to say the same.
But I am hungry now.
Yeah, I'm really hungry as well. Do you fancy some sausages?
No.
Well, we are moving on to our next stop, and we're back on the 222, aren't we? It's been really cool, it's really windy.
Yeah, I told you.
It is super windy, and like you said, you can see why it's good for bikes. I don't think we're getting the full advantage of the road in a massive camper van, but it's still very cool, and the scenery is amazing as well. Just pulled over. It's just so vast, mountains everywhere. This will give you a little glimpse of what the road's like. That's not even the worst of it really, it's literally like that all the way along. That bit's going to be interesting. So that's where we turn off to get to the viewpoint, which is our next stop. But yeah, very cool, and we said that it's probably a good thing that neither of us get too travel sick
Yet.
yet.
my ocean.
I mean, if they've come down from it, then we'll be okay. Made it to the bottom of the viewpoint. There is a little track that goes up it, but I don't think I'm going to chance it.
No.
I think we're better off walking up it. It's 0.3 miles, so it's not too bad, if that's the right bit.
Yeah.
Ready for a little walk?
No.
There's a chance it might take a little bit longer now to get up to this viewpoint, because I had a slight accident in the van,
Oh, for God's sake.
which meant I've got a broken kneecap.
You're so dramatic.
Tried climbing on the bed and whacked it
What?
on the
Gently
worktop. It
tapped it.
broke the worktop in half. So now I am walking with a
Is
limp.
it just
him or are all men just absolutely
I can't hear.
pathetic?
You can't see it, but the van is about there. It's come up quite a way already. Ah, worth the hike.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's not terrible, is it?
It's a long way down.
Glad we decided to walk the last little bit.
Yeah.
'Cause it was quite narrow, quite steep. But a van did get up it, didn't it?
Yeah, they've disappeared though.
No, it was parked just at the top.
Oh.
Yeah, a little, well not a little, it was a Ducato, so similar size to us. But there was one bit that they would have definitely scraped at that, wouldn't they? So yeah, not bad. And it's exercise. We said we'd do more exercise.
Tired.
There you go. That's the Ducato at the top. And this is the view from the other side. Come and have a look at this.
Oh, that's really creepy.
Jesus doing Pilates. I'm not sure if we're allowed to say things like that, but it's staying in. Oh God. Oh no, I can't say that either.
Karma.
Can't say oh God when we just mock Jesus. Oh dear. Let's go with oh dear. One last quick look over this side as well, because we are back to the van and there's a viewpoint literally where we've parked, which looks quite nice. I think it's the river again. Ends up going through here and then all the way around where we walked. Oh, it's a shame it's so hazy, isn't it? There's nice bright blue skies and
Yeah.
bright sunshine. I'm sure it'd look amazing.
It still's pretty cool.
It's very cool. But yeah, just got the place to ourselves. That's something we've noticed about Portugal, isn't it? Just how safe everything feels.
Yeah.
Because Spain didn't quite feel like it, did it? Spain felt a little bit dodgy.
Yeah, I think we were just more on edge of where we leave the van and stuff. But
Yeah, I think we were probably in more like touristy
yeah.
towns, which were going to be a bit more hotspots for break-ins and things. But
Yeah.
feels good here. That's it, all parked up for the night, isn't it? We're super lucky with this space.
Yeah, there's only 2 spaces and there was already someone here. But we got a space.
We did.
It's a really nice little area.
It is, yeah, there's like basketball courts and exercise stuff and all sorts here. So we had to stop off quickly because we were just driving along and saw this amazing valley, which is, I guess, full of vineyards, isn't it?
For all the wine.
Yeah, we're definitely in wine region. Or
That actually might be the town we're going to.
I think you might be right, yeah,
Yeah.
because the river runs right through it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's amazing to see all the vineyards, like we talked about in the last video. You can see them all kind of stepped up where they've kind of built into the mountains, and it's really cool, isn't it?
So we are just about to head into Pinhal. We have heard that it's not very van friendly. All the parking on Park for Night says don't bring a big van into the town. But we found one spot that would be suitable if we can get to it.
Is he going to wait?
I hope he waits.
Let's try and get through quick. That's not going to work.
Oh, he's reversing.
Let me through.
Wait.
It wasn't too bad getting through the town. It's just a little bit cobbly.
It's like a diving board.
Yeah, let's maybe not dive off this. But this is the River Douro. And supposedly, I think boats moor up overnight. So you can park here for the night, can't you?
You can, upon all the reviews it says that they leave their engines on overnight as well. So it's loud, so I don't think we're going to stay here tonight.
No. But we're going to go and have a look at the town and try and find some wine
It's windy.
and some coffee. 'Cause
Coffee?
we had a sleepless night because we have a little terror of a child. So obviously we've got a Sprinter and we have toyed with the idea of motorhomes before, haven't we?
Yeah.
But I think this trip's been a bit of an eye-opener because obviously a motorhome would be nicer because you've got more room and everything just works how it should do. But already there's been quite narrow roads and...
Yeah, and I think the main difference with motorhome to our van is the width rather than the length, because ours is over 7 metres long, but it's narrower, so...
Yeah, the amount of times we've seen people needing help to get parked,
Yeah.
which...
Yeah, everyone gets, like their wife gets out.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know what your thoughts are on this, whether, if you guys have got motorhomes, if you've got vans, if you've had both, like let us know what you find better and why really. Just as we're talking of what to buy next, Amy has found her new home.
Yeah, I think this is the one for me.
So you can get boat tours, which obviously go up and down the river, and I think they give you all the information about various vineyards and things like that. And they're quite reasonable. I think it's $12.50 per hour, which doesn't sound too bad. But
we're not
pretty
going to.
nice,
Yeah,
is it?
no, we're not going to do it today because it's a bit choppy and well, there's a bit wet and horrible.
Just a bit of grim.
So, but it would be nice to do it on a nice sunny day.
Yeah, sipping some port.
Yeah.
Right, you are walking me very close to the edge right now.
I'm definitely not doing that on purpose.
Quite steep, isn't it? And slippery. These cobbles.
It's really slippery.
Are really slippery. We've noticed that there are cobbles or cobbled streets everywhere. They're really uncomfortable to walk on and to drive on. So we have got some port. So mission accomplished.
We found a really local shop as well. I have no idea how it's going to be.
We don't even know what's good port or bad port.
No, we don't know anything about wine at all.
No.
We should have done a tour really, but
yeah,
we just bought some instead.
So this is just like a little park we've walked down to, and there's just orange trees everywhere. Is that limes as well?
God.
What? Oh my god, it's bigger than your head. Hopefully they don't belong to like a farmer. We're being watched, so I think it's time to get out. Right, so we are heading back to the van because I think unless you do one of the tours, the boat tours, the wine tours, or pick limes, I don't think there's a great deal to do here, is there?
No, it's a nice little town, but it still does feel very local. Like,
yeah, it does.
this whole route is not very touristy, so
which is a good thing.
Good thing for us because we don't really like doing any of that stuff.
No, but it's also a bad thing when you can speak 3 words of Portuguese.
Yeah.
It's quite hard to communicate.
We managed to buy some wine though.
We did buy some wine. This is definitely the worst weather we've had for a little while, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very grey. It's very drizzly.
It's not too cold.
Oh, it's not. I'm not cold at all.
No, it's still like 12, 13 degrees. And compared to what we've been hearing has been happening back home. Snow everywhere. And like 4 degrees during the day. So I think we're still in the right place.
Yeah.
It's turned very wet and blustery, but we just stopped off because that looked amazing. Well, we've just got to the Intermarché car park, and there's actually 5 motorhome spaces, and we just double checked park for night, and you can actually stay here overnight, can't you?
You can, yeah, it's really good.
So, I mean, we're going to get our shopping. We did pass the other motorhome parking, which I think we're going to try and go back to.
We're going to try, yeah. It looked, I think there was 5 or 6 motorhomes there.
But it's a bit closer to where we need to be tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, but if there's not a space, this is a few minutes away.
It's a good option, yeah.
Yeah.
Sausage and mash.
Yes.
Looks very good, thank you. Cooked by Amy. And we have got some port to try as well, haven't we?
So this is what we bought in a little town today. Again, we know nothing about wine. It's Tawny Porto. And it was €9 for a little bottle, so I'm hoping that means it's good.
Hopefully.
I don't know.
How's it smell?
Quite nice actually. It
Does
smells
it?
like Christmas.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Right, let's try
Okay. Yeah, nice. Fancy port glass.
Yeah, we don't have glasses in a van. It's quite nice actually.
Is it good?
It's better than red wine.
Oh, that is good, isn't it?
You like it?
Yeah,
you actually like it?
You know what it tastes like?
What?
It tastes just like Madeira wine.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I do like that. Morning! So we've woken up in Hesso da Rigu, but we are still exploring the N222. Today we've got a few different things to do, haven't we?
Yes, so the first thing is the museum. I think this is what this town's famous for. I think it's all about wine, but I'm not completely sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, we're still on the Douro River, and the park up last night was pretty good. There's so many motorhomes there.
Yeah, and it was €3 for electric and everything, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Full waste facilities and all that again, so I can't complain at that. But this town is actually quite interesting because we're obviously doing the N222, which cuts all the way across the country, but it is also slap bang in the middle of the N2, which is probably a more famous route.
Yeah, it's the north to south route. It's a route we wanted to do but didn't have enough time to do.
Yeah.
So.
And we will actually be touching upon that a little bit today, because even though we're doing the N222, we're doing obviously bits that go off that route. And one of the towns that we're going to visit a little bit later is actually down the N2, so we can get a little taster of that road, which I think we will probably come back and do maybe next year.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough waffle. Look at this bridge. Well, I didn't realise, but you can actually get up this metal bridge that we're just down the bottom of, and it gives really nice views over, well, the whole Douro Valley, isn't it? And the River Douro. But you can see all the houses built up into the mountains, and then just on the other side you've got all the bridges. So the lower one of the two, that's what we drove in on, but that thing at the top is insane. That's so high, isn't it, that bridge? Like, ridiculous. But I think we do need to address one thing that you're really not happy with today.
What?
And that is my choice of sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
My other ones have kind of given up, so I've had to bring the reserves out, which you really don't like.
They're awful. Please agree with me, they're so bad. They don't go with a nice black outfit, do they?
Let us know in the comments, are these sunglasses okay, or do I have to get a new pair? Made it.
Oh, so warm.
It's really warm today.
Yeah.
They're meant to get to about 22, something like that. It is nice here. Did you balance that on your head?
No.
Do you reckon that'll suit me?
Absolutely not.
So this is quite cool, because this is literally the route that we're taking, because the N222 follows the river. But I've just seen that is our next stop, so that's where we are at the moment. We're going to come down here. Now, they did say on the way in that when we get upstairs, if we show our ticket, we get a port sample.
Yeah.
So we've come straight upstairs pretty much. Well, this one's got a lot to live up to, because that last port was really good, wasn't it? That's just a nice. It was another tawny, so I think that is the one that we like, isn't it? I think we've got an alcoholic on our hands.
You?
No, because I had a nice little coffee after my port.
Only because you're driving.
But this one here, absolutely steaming, aren't you? Not only
I had one gin.
Not only did she have a little port sample, she had a massive gin.
Oh, I love gin.
Massive gin. But time to get back to the van and move on to the next bit, which we are going to take a slight detour before we go to the next town, because we all know that Amy loves steps.
What?
And this place is the most steps I think I've ever seen in my life.
No.
So we've got to go and visit that. Before we move on, we do need to address my new addiction, and that is iced tea. It's amazing. It's really good. How have I not tried this before? Like mango in particular.
You're so sad.
Doesn't matter what brand, as long as it's mango iced tea, I'm happy.
He really wanted to tell you that.
We made it. It was a little bit hairy getting down, I'm not going to lie, and we've got to get back up it. It was a bit hairpinny, a bit steep. So we might have to get up it slowly, but we did make it down. Basically, we are at a dam. This is the Varosa Dam, and how about that? So over there, that is a staircase all the way up and down it. And basically the idea of that is for maintenance of the dam. So you can imagine if if you had to do something at the bottom of it and you've got to climb all the way down and then you forget a tool.
I don't think that job's on me.
I don't think it is. That is a lot of steps. You know that painting where like all the stairs kind of link into each other?
Yeah.
It looks like that. All the tyre marks coming down are a little bit concerning,
That's really concerning. It means people can't get up it.
All these places we're finding, we have to ourselves.
Yeah, because no one will come down.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you that. It's a bit out of the way. Cool though, isn't it?
It is cool, yeah.
Here it goes.
Look at the tyre marks. Don't you need like a run up?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
As long as nothing else comes down towards us. It's just the hairpins, isn't it? But they should be fine.
We survived.
Back on the main road.
Yay.
God, it's 10% down. That's quite steep. So we're not doing our next stop, are we?
We're not, are we? Why? Why aren't we doing the next stop?
Well, we couldn't get parked, and it was a really stressful, busy little town.
Yeah.
The park up that we were going to was basically closed, wasn't it, for
Yeah.
renovations, and there was diggers and all sorts, so we couldn't get in there. So then we couldn't stop anywhere, and we couldn't figure out where we were going, and we couldn't
Mass
get
panic
anywhere.
in a very busy cobbled street town
So
because no research was done.
I can't help if a car park's being renovated.
No, but it was still an awful town.
It was terrible, but we've got out of the town and we've just pulled over because there is an amazing view here, and we just wanted to reset ourselves a little bit, didn't we? But look at that, massive mountains in the distance. And breathe. We got out alive, didn't we?
Did. Can we just park up for the night now?
Yeah, it's like 4:15 and we haven't had lunch yet, so I think we're both a bit hungry as well.
Yeah, starving.
Well, we might not have lucked out in the last town, but this park up, if it ends up being quiet whilst we have a bit of lunch, I think we'll stay tonight because this is insane. That is the view from this little park up. So it is down on Google as a viewpoint, isn't it? But like I say, if it is quiet, I don't see why we can't stay, because it's like 4:30 now, it gets dark at 5:30. No one's going to come to look at the view overnight, and then we just get up early and go.
There is dogs barking.
There's dogs everywhere in Portugal.
Yeah. Which when you travel with a cat isn't ideal.
No, it's not. Oh, let's have some lunch. Good morning. Well, last night was a pretty good sleep, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah,
It was a bit windy.
It was a bit windy. We didn't end up moving. We've had to change plans a little bit today, haven't we?
Yes, so the original plan was we were going to go to Porto today. We're going to do the last leg of the N222 and end up in Porto. But there is a severe rain warning.
Yeah, literally for, well, all of Porto and pretty much up to us. So I think what we're going to do is head back to where we woke up yesterday morning, that park up that was like €3 with electric and all that, and write today off completely, aren't we?
Yeah, so the park up we're going to go to, it is on a river, but because the car park's staggered, we can see the river and we'll be higher up.
We're quite a way up.
So we'll be able to keep an eye on that, and there's also a lot of other motorhomes there, so
yeah,
safety in numbers and everything.
And there is actually drains below us as well. Each of the parking spots has got waste drains, which is probably quite handy.
Yeah, so just to be safe with everything that's happened in this area the last few weeks with the flooding and stuff, we need to be safe. And
hopefully it's not going to be as bad as what it says, but it does say it's a severe warning with significant threat to life. Which
sounds quite bad.
When you're in a van is not ideal, and our van does leak a bit as well, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
So
it's going to be an interesting night.
We're back, and it's a bit deja vu, isn't it? We're literally in exactly the same pitch as what we were as well, number 5. But we've paid our €3. We've got a token for water as well, which is €2. So we fill up when we leave, but at least we know we should be fairly safe here.
Should be, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't stay down there.
No. So the river's right over there, but obviously there's a couple of stepped bits to actually get up to us, and like I said, there's actually a little, well, like a drainage sort of system here as well. So I feel better here.
Yeah.
The other place was really good because we were really high up, but we were quite exposed.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it was windy.
it was quite windy overnight, but yeah, we should be alright here. It does feel like it's getting quite moody already. Thought we'd have a little wander, but it's spitting about and there's like random quite big gusts of wind. But the clouds are looking pretty moody as well. I mean, hopefully everyone's like super cautious because of what's happened.
Yeah, they put out extra warnings.
Amy just said that she hopes they're not flood defences. God, it does look really moody actually. Well, we talked about a new van. How cool is that?
Yeah, I like that.
Little Vario. Starting to look a little bit wet out there. It's not too bad yet though, but it has just about started. So hopefully this is all we get, just a little bit of drizzle. I think we got off pretty lightly in the end last night because it did rain quite hard, but it's fine. There's no flooding. The van didn't seem to leak too much, I don't think. So yeah, we got off all right.
We're heading to Porto.
Yeah, and we're going to show you just how easy or difficult it is to visit Porto in either a camper van or a motorhome. So obviously camper vans, motorhomes and main cities don't really mix that well, do they?
No, there's normally hardly anywhere to park, or it's difficult or busy, or just you don't want to do it.
No, and Porto's no exception. There's pretty much no parking actually in the centre of it. So we have parked slightly outside, and there are a few places kind of dotted around Porto that we could have parked, but this one was definitely the best bet, wasn't it?
Yeah, so obviously we could have driven a bit further in Porto and just been in a car park, maybe a shopping centre car park, but we wanted a bit more security for our van, so we have chosen an Air, which is just outside of Porto, it's just north, and it is gated. So
Yeah, it's really secure. And
so much more comfortable leaving a van here for the day while we venture in.
yeah, so it's €7 for 24 hours, and for that cost you obviously get all your facilities and everything as well. And like Amy said, it's just north, but we're actually right bang on the coast as well, aren't we? So we had a little wander over to the coast last night because we got here yesterday, and it's a really nice beach as well, isn't it?
Really nice area, so it's pretty perfect really.
It is.
Because we can come back after Porto and go get some cocktails.
You can get Ubers from here, you can get Bolt as well, the guy was saying that runs it, so we're going to book that now, see how much that is, and hopefully it'll pick us up straight outside, going to Porto, and there are a couple of things that we need to find as well. Now this Air is actually currently under construction. There is like a block in the middle of it, and that's going to become a toilet block, isn't it? So
And showers, I think.
showers as well, yeah.
We've just come at the wrong time.
Right, that is our Bolt ordered, and it was £3.65 with our 50% discount.
Yep, and it is 5 minutes away, so very quick, very easy.
super
You can
easy.
also get a bus too. There's a bus stop right outside the Air we're staying in, but we just thought this would be easier and quicker.
And this is the beach we were talking about. That entrance there is exactly where you go to get into the Air. So what, 30 seconds out the gate and you've got this beach.
On the beach.
Anyway, here's our boat.
Oh no.
We've made it to Porto
Yes.
eventually.
Our Bolt driver was very enthusiastic about showing us the city,
Yeah.
which is very nice.
Yeah,
But-
she literally gave us like a 45-minute tour
Yeah.
around the
full tour.
city,
Yeah.
which was good because we've got our bearings a little bit and we've
Seen
found-
everything. We can go back now.
Well, yeah. But our first stop is one thing that I've been craving since we left England,
Yeah.
and that is a flat white.
Don't get your hopes up yet.
I'm not getting my hopes up, but we have seen there's a Starbucks here, and you saw on the menu
There was a
it
flat
said flat white. And I've been craving this for 8 weeks, and it's 9 minutes away. So let's go. Let's go and get coffee. Flat white, please. We got flat white.
You can stop moaning now.
Oh god. Oh, it's so good. And they give the option to have strong or medium coffee. Strong coffee, flat white, in Porto. Life's good. What did you go for?
A cool lime refresher. It's very nice.
Is it good?
actually.
It's with lemonade, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. So as I've got the thing that I wanted today, we're going to get the thing that Amy wanted in a little bit, but first we're going to head over to a massive bridge which gives a really good viewpoint across the river that runs into the city. So So we've made it to the bridge. This is the Ponte Louis 1. It's probably said very differently in Portuguese, but this gives amazing views over the River Douro, which is what we've been driving along on the 222, isn't it? This is kind of the end point of that.
Yeah,
So
we made it.
We did. We made it to the end, but that is the view out this side. And these boats do little tours of
Oh, that looks
different
nice.
wineries and bits.
Look at the pool in that boat.
Yeah, that looks cool. But over there on that far side, each of the little houses have got names above them. And basically these names correspond to different types of wine. So there's all different wine houses over there. So if you're into your wine, then obviously Porto's the place to come, isn't it? But should we go over? No, maybe we won't go over the other side just yet, because this bridge is also a tram bridge. And then here is the view the other side. A little bit windier this side, isn't it? But I'm guessing this is where the river actually runs into the sea. Now obviously we're quite high up, but you can get like a cable car down to the bottom, and then there's basically another bridge that goes underneath this bridge that you can get over to the other side as well. Come on then, what is it you've been craving?
I've been craving sushi, but Luke only likes beef and chicken sushi.
Yeah.
And obviously all the sushi here is fish. Are you going to try some or not?
I'll try some. One thing we do need to see before we go and get sushi though is the train station.
Apparently it's the most beautiful train station in the world. That's what our Bolt driver said anyway.
Yeah, our tour guide. And it's just around the corner, isn't it? So we'll have a look there, see if it lives up to that comment. As train stations go, it's pretty ornate, isn't it?
Yeah, so all the tiles are like hand painted. And I think that's quite a big theme here in Portugal, is hand painted original tiles.
Yeah, they definitely want to keep their city cultural.
Yeah.
I think that's quite a big thing. Again, our tour guide was saying that they kind of don't change any of the shop fronts. It's all modern inside, but then the outside and all the shop faces are all really old and in keeping. Traditional, that's what I was going for.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we get your sushi?
Yes.
Come on then. How was it?
It was very nice. Very nice. And there was even something for you.
I was going to say, I did try fish though, didn't I?
You had one bit, yeah.
I had one bit of fish, but there was chicken sushi as well, and gyozas. Yeah, it was really good, really good. So, where are we heading now?
I think we're just going to try and get down to the canal front. Can I say river?
Riverfront.
Riverfront.
Yeah, the river beach. Everywhere's so steep.
Mm-hmm.
So we've made it down to the waterfront, the riverfront, the canal front, whatever we want to call it. And there's boat tours that go up and down the river. But we found something way more interesting, haven't we?
We've seen a cable car that goes over the river a bit, so we're going to try and find it.
Yeah, the only downside is we are now, obviously water level, we need to be up in that little gap there. I don't know how this happened.
Oh, it's quick.
Oh, it's really wobbly.
It'll be quick.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do we need to strap in? So we've got a one-way ticket, €14 for both of us. And I think we just go to the top.
Yeah.
But we get views across the river. It's quite nice. Good little round trip, I reckon. But it's mad to think that we are nearly in December and I've spent the day in a t-shirt.
It's warm.
It's really warm. It was saying about 21 degrees, wasn't it, today? It was meant to go up to. 10,000 steps later, we are exactly where we started.
Waiting for a Bolt to go back to the van.
Yeah, it's been a good day, hasn't it?
It's been really nice, yeah.
And we are far from finished because we have got cocktails on the go, so hopefully. So back to the van, give Taco a run out, make sure he's okay, and then go and get some cocktails.
Sounds a pretty good day to me.
boy's had his run out, hasn't he? And he was loving that.
Yeah.
He nearly caught a bird as well, didn't he?
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet.
No.
But it might do one day.
I'm sure it will. We always have him on a lead, but one day I'm sure he will he'll grab one. But it is time for cocktails.
Yes.
And I'm knackered, and it's about 5:30. So I'm hoping we can have cocktails and be in bed with a Horlicks by 7.
I'm staying out all night.
Alright, see you later.
Alright.
So this is actually about 3 weeks later because those cocktails got the better of us.
Yeah, we had a hangover for 3 weeks, apparently.
3-week hangover.
No, we just completely forgot about this video.
So anyway, is Porto worth a visit if you've got a camper van or a motorhome?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is. We had a really good day. It was a really cool city, and doing what we did, parking just out the city, getting a bolt in, it was super easy, wasn't it?
It was really easy. All went really smoothly. Taco was safe for the day. Again, like we said before, the air was gated, so we were really happy with that.
Yeah, and super cheap as well. The combination of the air and the bolt, I think it's about 15 quid all in for the night and to get there and back. So yeah, really, really good, really easy to do. Definitely recommend it. We will catch you next week when we are travelling quite a few miles up to Belgium.
Other than awful fringe from me, got ourselves a waffle. Smells banging.
I want a Belgian waffle.
And what Amy says, Amy generally gets, which is why we're in Belgium. So what are we doing today?
We are in Ghent, so we've come to the Christmas market, and yeah, that's about it. We're going to eat, drink, and have a good time.
It seems a pretty good way to start our Christmas video, doesn't it? So in the last video, we were in t-shirts and sunglasses.
And it was 20 degrees.
It was 20 degrees in Porto. This time, not quite so warm, is it?
No, it's 3 degrees.
It's 3 degrees in Belgium, but it's very, very cool. We have just got into the centre of Ghent, and that is Ghent Castle, which we'd seen pictures of. Didn't know if we were actually going to see it, did we?
No, it's very cool.
But it is amazing. It's like we just stepped off the tram and went back in time, wasn't it? I think this is where it all starts. Is the first thing, is it going to have to be a waffle?
No, I just want to look at everything.
It's quite hectic.
Yeah.
Oh.
They are a scale, aren't they?
So we haven't actually found waffles yet, have we?
No, needed a drink first.
So what have you gone for?
Hot red wine.
Okay. Taste test?
I think it's quite hot.
Yeah.
That's strong. Nice.
Nice though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've gone for a hot, was it a hot cherry beer? And the glass is really hot. God, that's strong as well. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought we'd have a little wander before it gets a bit darker. But it's so busy here, isn't it? Like, it's hard to even cross the road. If it's not a tram, it's a bike, an electric scooter, it's people, it's
We
cars.
are in a city though. We're just not used to it.
We've spent 10 weeks out of cities.
Yeah.
So if we survive this and we don't get run over, I think we've done well. We're pretty much in the middle of Ghent now. Don't really know what one is the cathedral because you've got that over there, which is massive, cathedral-like. And then you've got that. And then in the background, there's another one. There's just ornate buildings everywhere, isn't there?
It's a very ornate city.
It is, it's really nice. It would be nice to visit it not at Christmas as well. because it'll be a lot quieter and you can see it a little bit more. But it looks like that is where the market continues. We've just taken a quick breather out of the busyness, haven't we, to finish our drinks off. It's cool though. Never been to a market like this.
No, I haven't.
Not on this scale. We are trying all things Belgian, aren't we?
Yes.
And we just went past a truffle shop. So they do 5 different truffles that you can choose your own flavour for €5. So we've got them secured safely in the bag. But it is all about getting a Belgian waffle, isn't it?
Yes, let's find a waffle.
So they're everywhere, but it's finding the right one. 1,200 miles later and about 20 degrees colder, you've got your waffle.
My waffle. It's massive.
Look at that. So what did you get?
I don't really know. I think it's a Belgian waffle with Belgian milk
Chocolate. Yeah.
Cream, bananas.
Nice. And I went for a slightly smaller one. So I've basically gone for Biscoff. So crushed up Biscoff, Belgian chocolate and Belgian waffle. So how is it?
Don't know yet, I only had banana.
Is it a good banana?
Yeah.
Waffle verdict?
It was good.
Sickly?
Still a bit sickly. but very good.
They were amazing and they're definitely better in Belgium, aren't they?
Yes.
100%. But somehow we've ended up on a Ferris wheel right above
But
Ghent.
it's wobbly.
And it's really wobbly, really high up, but the views are amazing, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's literally about 10 degrees colder when we get to the top because it's completely open. So you've got like little barriers where you're walking in and out over there
Yeah.
and that side, but the wind just comes right through. There is one last thing we have to do before we go back to the van, though, isn't there?
Apparently.
I love a flat white, and I've had one on this trip. One. But we found a
We're
Starbucks.
in Belgium, in a Christmas market, and you're headed to Starbucks.
Yeah, flat white for the way back. Got to be done. So we've had Belgian beer, Belgian wine, Belgian waffles. Is that it? I feel like we've done more
bought
Belgian.
truffles.
We bought Belgian truffles, and we've now got a Belgian Starbucks. So I think that is Christmas completed. But
Yeah.
you're making fun of my flat white. What have you gone for, considering it's 3 degrees?
A cool lime with ice.
Cool lime refresher.
Needed something refreshing after that waffle.
And then you'll complain that you're cold.
I am cold, but I'm refreshed.
Well, I suppose that's a good thing. So now we are going to get the tram back to where the van is and settle down for the evening. I think in the
Yeah.
warm. Sounds quite nice.
Right, where are we going?
I don't know. We've made it back to the car park that we're going to try and stay in tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, I think it should be fine. There's no signs or anything.
No, we found it on Park for Night. It's a park and ride, which is like 2 minutes from the little tram line. And yeah, and looks in one piece still.
Yeah.
That's good. But should we end it here for now? Because we just want to chill out, basically. But we'll pick you up tomorrow when we're going to attempt to cook a Christmas dinner in the van.
Yeah.
Which we've never done before, have we?
No, we haven't had any kind of roast or anything. in the
No.
van.
So we've got an air fryer and a couple of gas hobs. We'll make it work, won't we?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. So it is officially Christmas in the van, isn't it?
It is. We have a Christmas tree.
I think that looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Look at your little Christmas hat. And then, got some nice lights up there as well.
Yeah. Can we address though that this is going to last about 2 hours because Taco's already shown a liking to them and tried dripping them down several times.
He has. But it's Christmas dinner day.
Yes.
So obviously in a van, Christmas dinners are a little bit harder because, well, particularly for us because we don't have an oven, do we? So we've had to make do a little bit. And one of the areas we've had to make do is there's no roast potatoes, is there?
No, yeah. Because obviously we have an air fryer, but you need some meat for Christmas dinner. So, the meat is going in the air fryer, so.
Yeah, meat took priority really over
Yeah.
potatoes, so we're going to have mash with it. But we've got some veg, got a nice slab of beef, haven't we? And of course, pigs in blankets. But controversial topic in this van because Amy's not too bothered.
No. No.
Which, I mean, it's amazing for me because I get 10 to myself.
No.
No, is Taco having some?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Taco's having at least 6.
6? His ears just pricked up. But I think there is one thing that we need to do before we even start cooking.
What?
We need to get some port out. How good does that look? So we've never actually cooked anything like this in the air fryer before, so hopefully it'll be okay. It says it's about an hour, isn't it, on if we were to use an oven,
Yeah.
but hopefully it'll be a little bit quicker in the air fryer.
Just keep checking it.
Yeah, things generally are, but as long as it cooks all the way through, that's the only thing, so lower temperature. But the boy is ready for his pigs and blankets. Well, no, he's ready for a nap, but pigs and blankets after a nap. He's been really good on this trip, hasn't he?
He's been so good.
Oh God, that's too much.
He's been a happy boy.
Yeah.
A little travel cat.
Should we get a little close up of him? You happy boy? You've been enjoying all your new countries and you're wandering around? Yeah. So he's just turned 1 year old. 1 year old. And is it 6 countries he's been to?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good going for a cat, and it's more than a lot of people. That's why he's so tired. That beef's looking so good, but it's time for the most important part of the meal. That is the pigs and blankets. I don't know why I'm doing it one by one. Go on, get in there.
He's grim.
Not grim at all. You can see that Taco is buzzing for them as well. He cannot wait. God, that beef looks so good. Can you see that? I hope it does actually cook. If not, we can just eat the outside, can't we? Well, I think we are getting somewhere with this. It's still a little bit too rare, but it's not far off. Obviously, pigs and blankets need a little bit longer, but I think that's looking very good. Getting quite excited for this now.
I am starving.
Do you think we can just
Someone else is too.
Can we nick the edge off it and try it? That's part of it, isn't it? Yeah, that's done, isn't it?
Yeah.
We can try that.
Not with my Christmas hat.
Oh no! Christmas is over. Is it nice?
Yeah.
I've got to try it. Oh, that's really good. Liking that. You ready?
Yeah.
I think that looks pretty good. Don't you?
It does look very good.
So you can cook a roast dinner in the van.
A modified roast dinner.
Modified.
But still
Gravy
roasted.
as well, or
Gravy.
Christmas dinner, because it is Christmas. But do you have chunky gravy or do you have runny gravy?
Chunky.
That is, it's got to be chunky, isn't it? Let us know in the comments. Nice and thick. Oh, yeah. You got some on yours?
Yeah.
All over?
Yeah. And look, I have gone for 1 pig in blanket.
I think you've got 2 in there.
2?
Yeah, you got 2 in there.
Well, that's too much.
So apart from the decimated broccoli, I think it went quite well.
Yeah.
So should we eat this and just enjoy it? We'll catch you after we've smashed through this, I reckon. So there's never been a better explanation of what happens after a Christmas dinner than that. That is the look when you've eaten a massive dinner and you just can't carry on any longer. I don't know about you, but I am well and truly stuffed from that. I think that's pretty good.
It is very good. You can cook a roast dinner or Christmas dinner in the van.
You can, and weirdly, that's the first time we've ever tried doing any form of roast.
3 years.
Yeah, we've been in the van for 3 years. But not only am I stuffed, I'm feeling quite drunk.
Yeah. We started drinking the port way before dinner was ready. So, on an empty stomach.
Empty stomach, and now
Empty bottle.
an empty bottle. But that was Cockburns. We have tried quite a few different ports over this trip, haven't we? And we've definitely worked out that Tawny Port is the one for us.
Yeah.
Nice, isn't it? But that's the end of the trip.
Yeah, this is the last of our Europe videos.
That's really sad.
It's really sad. But it won't be for long. Because, as some of you might know, we've quit our jobs. I'm not slurring my words.
You look at chunk as well.
Anyway, we've quit our jobs and we're travelling full time for the next however long savings last.
Pretty much.
So there will be some very exciting trips coming up.
Yeah.
Very exciting. So it's not all bad.
It's not. We're back to the UK for about 4 weeks. In that time, we've got plenty of ideas for content. So that's good. But at the end of that 4 weeks, there is something very, very exciting,
Yeah.
which will be another trip in a camper van.
But not this van.
Not this van, and not Europe.
Ooh.
Ooh. But then after that, we get back, and then we go to Europe again. So there's loads of exciting things to come. And we've got a whole summer of shows and travelling around the UK and all sorts. So
Yeah.
it's definitely not the end. But it'd be nice if YouTube went somewhere and we could prolong what we're trying to do.
Yeah. The
That-
savings are running out quite quickly. So please like and subscribe. Because we need it.
Yeah. Anyway, before we say something we shouldn't because we're getting drunk by the second, we're going to end this. And we hope you have an amazing Christmas. Thank you if you have been watching our little series that we've been making over the course of the last 10, 11 weeks, because we've definitely enjoyed doing it, enjoyed experiencing all sorts of new things. He's enjoyed doing it. So we will see you in the next one, where who knows what we'll be doing.
See them?
Have a good Christmas.